Let's fucking go then! Hello everyone and welcome back to another freaking podcast.
And another one.
Another one.
With clearly 3 friends.
We are
minus 1.
We are 3 -1 today.
-1.
I'm pretty sure that's the usual. No special guests this evening apart from my phone
I think,
case.
Nathan's had better offers again.
Yeah.
Shady
Which
night.
is, we're not good enough for him.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I still think we should just turn up to the party.
It would be quite funny.
Should we take the podcast on the road?
Podcast on tour.
Behind the scenes.
Should we go straight into seeing what we've done this week?
Yeah, straight into it.
Let's start with Lee. Lee,
Me.
what have you been doing this week?
Me.
What have you been
Me.
up to? Apart from the obvious, making pennies.
Making pennies.
We all like to make some pennies
Have you
occasionally.
made money?
A little bit of money.
On what? Have you sold an NFT?
Nah, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah,
Long game.
fair enough. Lee's in it for the long game.
They don't call him Lee Long Game for nothing.
So any ladies,
Not yet.
if you're right there, Lee's in it for the long game.
But no, I've been dragged to the gym. By
Dragged.
yours truly.
Hello.
Kicking and screaming.
And been a little bit of gaming.
Yeah. You were screaming after.
I was definitely screaming afterwards. My limit was this.
I have been taking or dragging the boys to the gym. Willingly, though, I will say.
Yes,
You
yes.
willingly turned up, both of you, especially. CeeLo's on the train.
I'm in, I think.
Rolling down the river.
I'm hooked.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's in.
And we're
Full-
benching tons.
Full life.
We're squatting tons. Do you know what? Do you know the Ronnie Coleman Shut Up and Squat T-shirt? So I happen to have one of those.
Actually,
I do, yes. And I did think, I looked at it, I was like, oh, should I wear this? Because it just says shut up and squat, no excuses.
That's brilliant.
Lightweight, baby! Ain't nothing but a peanut.
I was like, it'd be a funny joke, but then it'd be really embarrassing in the gym. People would be like, oh, look at this pretender. But they wouldn't say
That's fine.
anything if they saw me squatting tons.
dropping 100 keys for change as well.
It was good, man.
It's good.
So anyways, back to you, Lee.
yeah, Lee, how have you found the gym this week?
It's been good. Obviously, with my...
You have enjoyed it.
Yes, but with my role of work, it's a bit hard to recover from.
Yeah, in my youth, my early 20s,
Back in my day.
yeah, I had the same thing. So it's a very labour-intensive job,
Mm.
and my bosses and that all thought I was, or people like peers that I was working with, thought I was an idiot
Useless.
for going to the gym, and I was like, no, I want. This is what I want to do.
You want a definition.
I wanted to be Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah.
It
Lightweight, baby!
Turns out I didn't change colour.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Or grow massive muscales without the PEDs that I needed, but
Anybody want to get big?
ain't nobody want to lift heavy ass weight.
Has Lee put any weight on?
Not
I think-
yet, no.
I think he has
He's
a
got a
bit.
bit of definition in his
Yeah,
arms
he's got a
now,
bit of
hasn't he?
bulk, isn't he?
His
I
shoulders.
think that's still the pump, to be fair.
Yeah.
Still remaining.
Papa Pump put you on.
No, that's good. I'm glad you're both enjoying it,
Yeah.
which is nice. I know that what's really nice when you first start, you get a lot of what's called nickname noob gains. Sort of first year, you gain quite well and quite easily, and then and from there it gets harder. But by that time, you're usually quite hooked, and you just
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying
I'm
it.
hooked now, man. It's one of those things when one of the many companies that I worked for, and I did really enjoy working there. Actually,
Pampers.
But there was a guy there. He went to the gym, and I remember saying to him, I was like, you know how he's a bit of an older gentleman like ourselves. And
16.
yeah, sort of around there. So don't mention that to Drake. Oh my god, my daughter! I said,
No!
I was like, I looked up. My missus walked past like my office at home, And as she walked past, I went, BBL, Drizzy. And my daughter just come up the stairs and she's like, BBL, Drizzy. And my missus was like, see what you're teaching the kids.
Don't say it into a mirror 3 times.
that song lives rent-free in my head.
I think once it was released, and as soon as I learned of it,
Yeah.
mostly
great.
through
Yeah.
the fact that CeeLo and Lee have been hooked,
Just
line and
bombarding
single,
you.
Yeah.
And I also have joined in myself,
Yeah.
but
It's been a month long of
it's
chaos.
been absolutely
great, isn't it?
fantastic because Lee was fully immersed immediately.
Oh yes.
And me and CeeLo were like, well, what's the? This beef's not that serious, is it? And then
Yeah.
as soon as
It's
BBL
like, listen
dropped,
to him.
It's like, BBL, Drizzy. It's great, man.
brilliant. Anyway, we
It's
digress.
annoying it took that for you to listen.
Well,
I mean, I
Well.
started dissecting
bring out some
things.
80s pop fucking.
Yeah, but anyways, the guy in this company, he kind of said, he was like, he really enjoys it, and if anything, he always questions why he never went earlier,
yeah.
Yeah.
which is the same thing that I'm kind of feeling at the moment. I'm kind of like,
Why have you not
I'm
done
really
it? Yeah.
enjoying this. Why?
It just took it. Just
Oh
it-
yeah,
what
I'm
it
just
is,
like all these years when I've wanted to go. Why didn't I just
it
go?
took you to hang out with me for a little bit.
Yeah,
There
I
we
think
are.
for me the biggest help was having someone to go with.
And that I,
If,
you know
you
that I
know.
reliably go. So it's
Yeah.
like,
So that was the biggest thing of like,
I always I drum this into everyone's head or try to is that all it takes is consistency. Ignore whether you feel bad, good, or whatever. Have days off. It's fine. Just don't have weeks off. Just
Yeah.
have if you feel like I can't go today. I'm ill or something. Have a day off. It's fine. But just remember the week after. You don't have to like hurt yourself to make up for it. Just think, I didn't go for that one day last week or 2 days last week, so I'll just up my weekly, like obviously dedication to the gym. But if you just keep it up for several years, it sounds like a long thing, but it's not at all. You get like 3-4 years down the line, you turn around and think, look what I looked like before. Look how I look now. You can, and I ain't being funny. You can balance a shit diet out through the gym. You can't outrun it.
yeah,
It will always creep up on you, but you can always balance life in general. You can look reasonably good. I am probably staple for that. I like to party, but I also like to work out. So that's the way it works.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's really good. Honestly, I'm loving it.
I think both of you done really well as well. I like to
Yeah.
compliment you both.
Lee cycled better than me the other day.
What
I was
bitch.
knackered though. I was shattered, man. I've been to gym every single day this week.
I wasn't even leaning down much either. I was just standing up cycling.
Just sort of, yeah. That's good.
It was great.
That's good.
Yeah.
His cardiovascular is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say
It was good.
I was surprised on the treadmill as well. Like,
Yeah, he did run like
That
a
surprised
robot,
me.
which is quite amusing
Yeah.
to me. But he also ran.
He
So
runs,
I was like, you have to keep
he runs
somewhat,
like Raheem
yeah.
Sterling.
he had his arms, so
Yeah.
he sort of like did this. But he's kind of like he's fast, so it's fine.
It's like I don't want to chuck myself. So.
No, it's quite funny. I've been through, as I probably named 10 times to you guys, that I've been through. I think it's 12 gym partners.
Yeah,
Obviously, my actual partner, she has no choice,
well, she's not going anywhere.
but she really enjoys it, so it's fine.
she enjoys
um,
kettlebells.
She enjoys the self harmers. I think we
Yeah.
put it.
Yeah.
if
Adding weight to things.
if it's hard and you can add weight, if you feel comfortable and you say, "Oh, I feel comfortable in this weight," she'll be like, "No, put it up."
Nope.
It's like yesterday when you did your 140 kilo squat,
yeah.
and I was like, because you did 2 first,
I did 3.
No, yeah, you did three.
Yeah.
and then I was like, go on, one more.
So I did
So,
4.
so you did your 4th one, and as soon as he got up, he was about to put the weight back, and she was like, "No, do one more."
you got one more in that. You got one more there.
Do one more.
And I thought usually I'd be like, "Now I'll just put it down." I thought, you know what? Fuck it. I'll step
Yeah.
back one more. So I stepped back where I was, and I went down again. And tell you what, fucking my legs did not. It went. That's quite heavy, that is, mate.
Yeah.
It took a lot of. They weren't gone, but it was like to lift it back up, it used a lot of energy.
Yeah.
So once we walked away and sort of finished, I could feel it. I was like, Jesus.
That's what I
was-
think happened. See, I think because it felt like a really big set, didn't it?
Yeah, which it
And-
wasn't, but it was.
It was, yeah, because
it was a 40 kilo jumping weight for you.
yeah,
which is impressive on its own. But like I do 140s. I feel like I can do 160 quite
Yeah.
comfortably now. It's like it's getting to the point where I need someone to tell me to stop being a bitch and being I tell you lot, oh, that's comfortable, go up. But then when it comes to me, I'm like, oh, I'm comfortable on this. I'll carry on. I
but
know that I can.
the
do
thing
this.
is that you're already lifting heavy.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, this is fine.
Mm.
Which, to be fair, to most people, it is the average person. It probably is fine. But
Yeah.
I probably could go up more. Yeah.
You don't want to hurt yourself, man. Have you got insurance?
I find it
I'm on
impressive when
Bupa
you're
now,
on
so
the...
Because I said that's the other thing. You just don't want to hurt yourself,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm like, I'm not ego lifting.
Yeah, which is good.
If that makes, because
Yeah.
like I know I can probably lift a bit more than what I'm lifting, but I want like a gradual build. I don't want it to just be like
Yeah, you don't.
a struggle.
I don't expect. What was nice is I don't expect everyone to know the control of the weights, like to move them around correctly, and two, I don't expect them to go anywhere near where I am.
Yeah.
Usually, I'll be like, "Oh, come on, come with me. We'll train together with the same size and whatever, and we'll just go for it."
Yeah.
And then you realise that strength levels are a lot different. So, like for me and you, we're like similar
Well,
weight, aren't we?
yeah.
So, and it's like, oh, but you literally like did exactly what I would have suggested to do, but I let you do it yourself, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
what's nice is I saw you lift what you were capable of lifting,
Yeah.
and not going for like, oh, I'll chase what he can lift because I'm similar weight or whatever. I can do that as well. So no, I've been in the gym for what? It's a long time now. 14 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, exactly.
The problem with that is that's how you then end up hating it.
Yeah,
If that makes
it's
sense.
not enjoyable. Yeah,
Yeah, because
if you start
end up
injuring
being
yourself as
"Oh,
well."
I can't lift this. Yeah,
No.
and then you've injured yourself. But
and let's be honest, we're all competitive to an extent. So it's like,
at the moment, not yet.
but you get there. You like
Yeah.
even with yourself, like
Yeah.
excluding everyone else. The best person to be competitive with.
I
is the
am
person in the
competitive
mirror.
with myself
Yeah.
because, like I said, the good thing is I'm
I can
gradually
tell that.
I'm gradually noticing that I can lift a bit more,
Yeah.
and that's the plan: is to kind of like get comfortable, get the form right, and then gradually increase the weight.
Yeah.
Which
You're doing it. You are.
Which is-
It's
yeah.
how has it been a month now? Is it a month or
yeah, I
3
think it's
weeks?
a month.
So
No,
you-
3 weeks. Yeah.
So you've gone. So you're at the end of 3 weeks now. I think. In
Yeah.
fact, it's today is the third week, isn't it?
week,
Yeah. So
Oh, great.
we are literally bang on 3 weeks today, and you've gone from being comfortable lifting and learning the gym itself in the
Yeah.
first sort of week, 10 days. Then you've told me that we're not doing enough, so we need to do more,
Yeah.
which is fine. And then the next thing you know, you've come in on a leg day. The previous one was Monday, wasn't it? Monday.
Yeah.
You've come in, so 4 days rest, or 3 days technically. You come in on a Thursday, and you've literally gone, put 100 on,
Yeah.
go for it. And then you've comfortably done, was it 10?
Yeah.
And I remember I stood behind you waiting for you to sort of struggle, and I
Yeah.
thought, now he's got this. I might as well just fuck
sound.
off. I'll go to my
No,
favourite
good.
lift there, the vending machine.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, what? It
Yeah.
makes us like, yeah. So compliments, kudos to you. Same as Lee. Like we did a
Yeah.
back day, and
We did 2 back days.
I said to him, Don't think you need to lift what I lift. I've been here a
Yeah.
while. I mean, I can go quite heavy." And he said to me like, look, one of the I think T-bar was it T-bar row.
Yeah.
I was it like 65 or something like that. I put on it, and I row it like 10 reps. It's like that's what I do. And then I wasn't. He took one off, so it's still 45. So it's still quite heavy. And he was like rowing it. I was like, "You don't have to do that." And he's like, "No, it's fine." I was like, "Fair play, he's strong."
I quite like legs day and back day
Leg and back's good.
because that seated row.
Yeah, is that your
That's-
boy?
That,
Is that your
boy? I'm a fan of that
your
because
bitch?
because we did it and I was like, oh, it's a bit like, and then it's quite funny because like I put the weight up. I think I put it to like 11 or 13 or whatever, and I was like, okay, this is good. And then it was your turn after, and you just looked at me and you went, "Did you put the weight up?" I went, "Yeah." And then you went in and just like put it up even further.
I was like, Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I usually go. My increments is for some reason I do 6, 13, and then 18. I think it is.
Mm.
And like I saw you at 13. I was like, oh, you can't. I'll go to 18 then.
Yeah.
It's weird, but like I said, like I've got to a bit where maybe I'm too comfortable. Maybe I need
Well,
someone to tell me.
This is what I was
fuck
thinking.
off.
Yeah. Well, this is what I was going to say about like how I think you've been working out, and I was saying this to one of my friends. I was like, to be fair, I think it's also quite nice for you to have me going there. And obviously, you've got your partner who you go with, but you're both lifting different weights.
Yeah, a lot different. Yeah,
You know, but
and we do different workouts as well. We don't say it together. We just go off.
But I kind of thought, I bet it's quite nice as well because you're now kind of looking at some of the things and going, maybe I'm a bit comfortable now. Maybe I've just like hit my nice level.
Yeah, legitimately.
You know, so
a lot. I will say, as of today, like my curls and that, I brought all that quite down compared to what I usually do. Because I know we're doing a long workout, there's a lot of workouts. I usually lift. I've got like a few different workouts where I work up the rack of the dumbbells. So I start at like 10, and I'll go to like 22s, and so it's a lot of reps. But it's only one workout. It's only bicep curls, which I don't usually work out arms in general or shoulders. Shoulders naturally, for some reason, I develop them really quickly. Probably because of maybe I thought sort of incorrect lifts, you sort of adopt your shoulders to help you. So I thought my shoulders grew up pretty quickly, so I stopped. I took shoulders out. I think I had a bit of an injury on my left as well, which is a standard thing. It always happens to everyone. And then I, because I didn't do arms or shoulders, I concentrated on my favourite lifts. And when I first started working out and doing strongman, I absolutely adored legs and deadlifts.
yeah.
But deadlifts don't really help you for any other lift apart from
I want to do
deadlift.
deadlifts.
We're Sunday's deadlift day. We're gonna do deadlifts,
They
like,
look good.
but it's gonna be like mainly just deadlifts.
What time are you going there? Because again,
It can be any time.
it's got to be after.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
8
Yeah,
p.m.
go for
Yeah.
that.
Boys deadlift day. Stream the
Lightweight,
deadlift day.
baby!
Tell you what,
No, because it's one of those things. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand, but like, because again, I've got like a different-ish program that I want to try, but it has deadlifts, and I want to get the technique as well.
Yeah, that's
and then
fine.
and then I can ego lift in the gym and be like, "Ah!" No, I'm joking.
Deadlift's a weird one because, like I said, like only deadlift will gain your deadlift. So your strong, like your compound movements are your bench, so chest press is obviously one, squats, deadlifts, and I think that's pretty much that's your main 3 compound movements. So deadlift gives you it works your legs and your whole core, your body in general, your back and your arms all at once. I don't call it out that, but I think that's pretty short. I'm pretty sure that's where it is. But then the with squats, obviously it's legs. That's obvious. And then chest is obviously your upper body.
Yeah.
But you use a lot of your shoulders and your biceps and that in general if you lift heavy weights. But what's really funny is if you go use those 3 compound lifts and movements, split them into 3 days because you can't. Theoretically, you shouldn't mix 2 compound lifts together. So I wouldn't do squats and then chest.
Yeah.
Although it kind of makes sense because you're like, I'm splitting up my body to legs and then chest. They're opposite.
Yeah.
But then you go the next day. It'd be like, oh, you can't because there's 3. You can't go. I'll do deadlifts and chest. You like we did chest yesterday, so you don't want to keep doing that. You want to give at least 3 days or 2 days of rest of that particular body part, which is why the way I work out, the way I do it. I do push pull days. Or I mix it up where it's like a one section of your body. So if it's leg, it's not just squats. It'll be calves, it'll be quads, it'll be squats, which is obviously more so your quads and upper, and then you go hamstrings, and then you can do other bits and pieces. But you also want to do abductor and adductor to get your legs wider. I'm going off bodybuilding.
Well, the maternity.
Not the stripper, but the maternity. Yeah. So you're doing all these different pieces.
Lee hasn't done the maternity section of the gym yet.
In due time.
I'd like to put Lee through a leg day. To be fair,
Yeah.
it'd be interesting.
One like yesterday.
Yeah, similar to that one.
I'd imagine
all
my legs would be
sweaty.
really strong, to be honest, because That's all I carry
Do you know what I
myself
mean?
on.
Going
You know
back
what I
to
mean?
what I said earlier,
Hanley, that's the question.
my issue is like everyone thinks their legs are strong because they're quite a big muscle group, which is right, and you do use them a lot.
Hmm.
And I'm not knocking you because obviously you do labouring and stuff, so you do use it a lot more than
A lot.
your normal. Yeah, like cementing everything, you're picking
Yeah.
everything up on it, you're
Constantly.
picking it up. So
And that don't drive either.
yeah, so like
It's a big factor.
that's true actually. He didn't drive, does he? So it's quite interesting.
So
to
he's,
see.
well, he's forced to use his 2 series.
So like CeeLo said to me when he started, "Oh, my legs are strong," and I thought, yeah, but what he named was all cardio work. So I thought they were strong in endurance wise, but in strength. And then, but again, because he doesn't ego lift, he didn't try and copy me going from I warm up, literally loosen up with 60 kilos on the bar,
Nice.
and then that's how I do quick reps on on 60.
Yeah.
That to me, I could throw it in the air, it doesn't mean nothing. And then you put 100 on, then I started working, but my actual working set, proper working set, is 140. But like we've now sort of discovered, my working set would be 160 probably,
Nice.
and that'd be a hard set for me. Whereas usually, I'd rep it out on 140 for a few sets and be like, oh, I'm quite happy with that. In my head, I'm like, oh, 3 plates, I look like big bollocks over here. It's fine. Same as when you get I think it's a natural progression with it's a bit of a meme and a joke about older generations. You get 225 pounds, which is 100 kilos. They all sort of go to the bench. They go to the bench and they work their way up to 100 kilos, and they do it for like 10, and that's their set on bench. You're like, you can do more, but they think because it's like a I don't know a goal number.
Right.
They stop at it and they don't go any higher.
Really?
But what's funny is, like, say, in my younger days, chest was my thing. Even though I enjoyed leg days and that more, I saw my numbers in chest go really high. So at one point, I was bench pressing on a barbell, 175 kilos, I think it was. I mean, I could do it. I think it was 2, maybe. I would say 3, but I probably had to help to get it up. Thank you.
The blue
like-
pill.
It works miracles. But yeah, it's quite funny because like I got to that, but then I looked at myself in the mirror and thought your legs look really shit because I started becoming a Dorito shape,
Yeah.
and then
Were you tapered?
I was tapered. Yeah. And then back then I looked at my back and I was strong with my back, but I wasn't defined.
Yeah.
So I had like issues. I was like, oh,
It's different girls, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
I don't know about the whole like. I struggle with the vanity thing that kind of happens in there, though.
Yeah.
It's weird, you know, and it was happening a lot today when we were doing the dumbbells. There was like a couple of guys that were also training together. So like when one was training, the other one's like in the mirror, just like, you know, and I'm just like, I don't know about this whole vanity thing, man. You know, like
It can get quite narcissistic very quickly.
yeah.
People get very engrossed on their looks more than anything.
Yeah, but that's weird, no? I mean, I suppose the difference being is like,
I mean,
I suppose I'm doing it for different reasons. I think what the guy said when I first did the trial day, because I was kind of like, well, it's my first time in the gym. I'm just here to see how I get on,
Yeah.
you know. And he was kind of like, just look at it this way, man. Everyone's here for different reasons.
They are, yeah.
Like,
I'm stuck in a funny place at the moment because I've got
Yeah.
one friend who wants to gain size, and then I've got one friend who's trying to lose weight but keep healthy.
yeah.
So it's literally opposite ends of the spectrum, and I'm in the middle, being like, I don't know what I want.
yeah.
I kind of want to just get fat.
So you're with me.
wait, moves weight.
But that's what I mean. Like it's a good place to be because I've
Yeah.
and I think it's nice the fact that you guys are relying on me to like help you through whatever journey we're going on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I've known it for a long time. I've done it. Like I said, consistency is the biggest thing with working out.
We call you Yoda now.
Yoda.
Yoda, yeah.
But like literally, if you just, it's consistency is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Like I want Lee to eat as much calories as he can and lift
Yeah.
heavy ass fucking weight. I want you to move as fucking much as you can, lift heavy ass fucking weight,
Yeah,
but
I
less
think
calories.
we're there.
And what's really nice, I can see a difference in you already.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Genuinely,
That's great.
like, can you see it as
No,
well?
I definitely
Yeah,
see it as well, yeah.
from like his waist, like sort of
My,
mid waist.
I've seen the difference. Like my belly's not like
yeah, But
so
I can
far
see
out,
in that
you know.
t-shirt, that t-shirt looks big on you now.
Yeah. Oh.
Whereas before, I think you can even rewind one of these probably.
Yeah.
it looked a bit tight on you.
Yeah.
But
That's
you
great.
genuinely,
That's good.
you're shrinking
That's nice, man.
whilst
I like
drinking.
That's
Least
great.
thinking.
Thinking about building.
Yeah. I mean, it's great, man. Honestly, I'm
Again,
I'm on a lovely journey. you know,
I'm
and
I'm
enjoying
glad
it.
that you're both enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm into jogging now a little
Oh,
bit.
you
know.
jog.
I got him.
That's weird. Yeah, that's
He
weird.
did it today.
I jogged
Did he?
today. Yeah.
Yay.
Every time he's been since, he says to me, I had a little jog. I was like, you
Let's
what?
have a little jog.
I
See
was,
how
like,
we
what
get
have
on.
you, I was like, what, have you memory? He went, no. I had a jog. And then
I
since,
might.
every time since, you've done it, haven't you?
Yeah, I've always wanted to do the couch to 5k, but
Yeah.
I might start just say on cardio day or like on rest day where I don't want to overexert. I might just go do a little couch to 5k because
Even-
it's a guided jog. See,
Yeah, you could do
Yeah.
that. They've got programs on the treadmill, so you can do like hills, so it will like go up and down.
I was thinking of doing
You
incline
can
that.
do there's a heart rate one which makes you do sprints and then comes down, but you can set the level so it doesn't have to be like horrible.
yeah,
And then on top of that, you get like a fat burning one, so it'll be like quite fast walk, but it'll do a little bit of hill occasionally.
okay,
There's loads of settings on there. I mean, I can show you them all.
yeah.
I've done a
please.
few of them.
'Cause
The
that's
one that
what
I
I'm
will say is absolutely fucking killer, and if you can put it up for an hour, and it will fucking
An
drop.
hour.
And about an hour. If it will drop you size wise and calories. Is a Stairmaster for an hour.
Oh,
Put it on 5.
Yeah.
If it gets hard, put it on 3. But when it gets a bit easier, put it back onto 5.
Okay.
It's not that fast of a step. It's not that fast.
Yeah.
It's just like you're walking up Merry Hill or somewhere like that. Shout out Merry Hill.
my stairs.
Or his stairs, but they've got bigger steps. Thank God.
Lee's got the Stairmaster 5000 in his house.
But imagine that.
Yeah. Few laps of that.
But you know, but
yeah, that's what you could do.
That's
Lee.
why he's
Go
good at
up and down
it.
for an
Yeah.
hour. Yeah.
But it never stops. So you're just constantly walking, and it's
That's what I
weird.
mean. My legs are strong.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, I see you Pingu slide on them. Noot. But like, legitimately, Stairmaster is king. If you want to do, so the idea with our leg days usually to warm up, you do Stairmasters to get your legs warm.
Yeah.
But it's whenever it is.
There's only 2 Stairmasters
Yeah,
in the gym.
unfortunately, there used to be 6, but they all broke.
There. Yeah.
They replaced those are new ones. I'm not keen on the new ones. The old one, there's a really good old one.
Yeah.
I used to just love it. You press go. You could turn off the screen
Mm.
and just walk until it stopped. And then when it stopped, it told you how many flights of stairs you did.
Nice.
And it was like, well done, you did both the north and west tower or whatever it was of New York.
Sick.
That could have easily escalated.
I actually
was
no,
like,
I will-
where is he
no,
going
I
with
will,
this?
I will say I did do the World Trade Center
Yeah.
stairs, both towers, on the Stairmaster as a bit of a respect on 9/11.
Yeah.
I think it was 2019 I did it.
Yeah.
I wore a vest, 2 t-shirts. Oh, so it was a vest, a short sleeve t-shirt, a long sleeve t-shirt, a zip-up hoodie, then a hoodie, and I stayed on there for an hour, and I managed to do. I believe I went up one tower and down, and then the other one I made it halfway up or something like that. And like, because I got a lot of firefighters do it in full gear. That's
Yeah.
why I did it. I saw a meme. No, it wasn't a meme. It's more like a look at this guy doing this on 9/11. I was like, do you know what? I'll try that.
Really?
And I had rugby shorts on. So I had like compression shorts, rugby shorts, and then I had joggers on basically. And it was fucking hot.
That sounds awful.
I was wetter than a seal's pocket.
Yeah.
It
See,
was.
I've noticed I'm starting to sweat loads in the gym.
Yeah,
man.
that's what we want. That's fat
Yeah.
crying. That is. It's going away.
That's fat crap.
Try.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The guy in Gangs of New York looks like Dutch Van Leen.
Dutch
He does, doesn't he?
Van Leen. He does.
He
yeah.
does.
Yeah. But he's not
Yeah.
as tough though.
He's not as
Dutch
tough.
is quite
but
tough.
I mean, he's pretty tough though, isn't he? when
I
they're
thought
fighting?
Dutch looked really tough in Red Dead 1 when you meet him in his long johns.
Still need to play it.
I haven't played the first Red Dead. I played Red Dead Revolver, the OG.
That is the first one, technically.
Yeah,
technically, that's Uncle.
I haven't
so-
played the second one.
Okay.
Or the third.
I've played the third. You haven't played the third.
I haven't played
The third, which is the
Have you played the
second.
first one?
loosely.
No,
Red Dead Redemption.
Loosely.
Loosely.
he hasn't.
I could.
Anyways, we've digressed into Jim Journeys and all
Yeah,
those
it's
good conversations, which we like.
We've got, so Lee's week has been done. Your week? How's
My
your
week? It's been great, actually. Destiny. The boys are in. This is good. We put Jeff through an encounter of a hard raid while he was underpowered.
Reeled in, Jeff.
He's
God, there's no more.
he's played it, effortlessly on his own.
I have
without any
actually.
persuasion.
And to be honest,
You're getting, aren't you?
tonight, I started to enjoy myself a little bit.
I think, yeah, the like I said, all
It's after
along,
you get to a point, it's
the-
like, oh, okay.
the
can I do
biggest
this? Can I
problem
do
with
that?
it is
Menus.
the
Yeah.
well, menus to start off with. The entry point
do you know what they should
isn't.
do? Your level, they should just
Mm.
drip feed you stuff.
Yeah.
Don't give you everything at once. So, like, say we should, at level 1, just give you like the basic of like modern weapons or something. Then at level 3, you unlock like armor or something,
Yeah,
and then just drip it. But then, so basically, all the noobs will get to level 10, and you know the basics and everything,
Yeah.
and you've got all the stuff. But because we have joined very late, not just late,
Yeah,
but
very
very, late,
late, yeah.
we may have missed that drip feeding
10
before.
years late.
So now, yeah,
10 years later.
10 years later, too old. So
Yeah, it's a weird one. I think.
Luckily, I think you played Destiny 1, didn't you?
Mm.
I played Destiny 1,
Yeah.
so I know roughly what's going on.
Mm.
But like, it's also weird because I've not played that sort of game since. Because it reminds me a lot of Tom Clancy's Division 2.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I installed that
Good game.
and uninstalled
game.
it.
Good game. It's Destiny, but boots on the ground.
Yeah, but
Yeah, pretty
see,
much,
that's
yeah.
another one that we could play.
It's another thing I think.
Lee keeps
While I'm
saying
playing-
we should play Division 2.
Yeah, I do.
The problem I have with Division 2 is I didn't understand, similarly to what you guys have had, where you're like, oh, what's the mod system? What does this mean? What's that mean? That's the issue that I had with Division 2, because I started playing it,
Late.
but then
Yeah.
no, I started playing it in time, but the problem was the guys that I was playing it with, they were a lot higher, so then it scales you and they can gift you weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
So then I just ended up sort of just being a little lapdog without actually learning what I'm meant to be doing. So like I'm finding it really difficult to enjoy the game. because-
that's exactly why I've gone off and done my own thing and
Yeah.
enjoyed it, because I've started doing my own thing, and you can like level naturally instead of being
Yeah.
like, I can join you guys, you can tell me what to do, but I'm not engaging myself
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
Whereas if I go off and play like, I don't know, Cade's backstory, which I've already done,
Yeah.
or and then get Riven and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you can learn little bits of like lore, which drags me further into it.
Yeah, but this is why I really, really recommend you watch
And the
even if
cutscenes are
even if
tight.
it's like a summary
Yeah.
video.
Mm.
There'll be a summary video of the storyline that will help you tie everything together and kind of be like,
Yeah.
oh, this is what happened, or if I'm playing this old season, this is the reason I'm doing all this stuff to reach to
Yeah.
a certain level. And I recommend you also find just do like the story of Destiny summarized or something. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Someone will actually, because the
Break-
problem
break
with
it
it,
down.
yeah, the problem with it is it's a non-linear game, which I don't like, because I prefer the campaign to be linear, so that it's all cohesive and you can follow it through. And then once you've done that, you can then go off and do all these other things in preparation for the nearest, the upcoming season.
Yeah.
But they haven't done it that way, because what they do is they drip
Could I
feed
possibly have a reef?
on a time where they're doing a bit of story. They'll drip feed you the story, so you don't get a campaign drop. You'll get week 1, and then you go do this one mission and a few activities, and that's your bit of story. And then next week, then you go do the next part of that. But my problem is, I game to relax, and I don't really want to be retaining information like that. I'm like 7 days later, I don't know what I was doing last week, and this, you get what I mean? So,
Do you want to drink that?
yeah, go on then.
I'll read for you.
Reload.
Yeah, because it's quite a. It's very. I genuinely think like it could be a very good game.
Yeah.
I think the thing is because Bungie are actually an incredible developer.
Yeah.
They may have fell off of recent years, but I remember when they first started, like Destiny 1. I enjoyed it, but as a Halo player, there was some things that like for some reason I couldn't quite get to the basics.
So you
of.
were
It's
almost
like
doing
the stuff that reformed.
Yeah, like there's a
Halo.
lot of things that like
yeah.
are like similar but aren't quite
What
there.
you guys were doing is the one thing that I do for all games. My problem is because the gunplay in Destiny is so good. Any other game that I pick up, I instantly go, "Oh, it's not Destiny." It's good, but it's not Destiny. Like that was my biggest fallout with Starfield. I was like,
it's just Fallout 4.
yeah, I was just like, I don't mind the game, but I was like, the gunplay is awful.
It's just Fallout 4.
You know.
I recently did a few missions and that on New Vegas, and then I think I played one on. I watched it or I played it. I can't remember. Just a few weeks ago when the Fallout series came out. Yeah. So I played Fallout 4 or something along those lines.
Good series, by the way.
Yeah, great series. But it's weird because I played Fallout 4 and I remembered how bad it was. Like I said, I enjoyed the story so much I forgot how bad the game played.
Yeah, I think it might have been Fallout 4 installed. But like even with that, I found the gunplay it's more. It's like it almost feels like a game that's tailored for PC.
Yeah, technically
That's what
it
Destiny
should be,
is,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Like
So-
Fallout, because Fallout has a little mod community and everything like that.
Yeah.
So it is biased these days. It is biased towards PC, whereas like back in the day they were console as well as PC.
Yeah.
They played better on PC, but they looked the same.
So this is what makes it weird because for instance, when you're trying to rotate with a weapon and aim and stuff, it feels more like this should be so much better with a mouse and keyboard.
This is where we feel weird with Destiny though. So as a first-person shooter connoisseur, so I play a lot of them: Rainbow Six Siege, played COD, of obviously all generations pretty much. You play Apex Legends, anything like that, it snaps. It's pretty fast. Whereas Destiny's got this natural, like you said, it is like a mouse and keyboard lag. Whereas if you had a mouse, you could turn pretty fast. Whereas we've got this like progression where it's large and then goes slower through it.
You can increase your sensitivity.
Yeah,
by the way.
I've changed the sensitivity, but I think
There's still like a delay,
it's like
isn't it?
it's probably like aim assist, not aim assist, but it's like dynamic or linear and all that sort of stuff.
You can adjust that.
Yeah, which I assume would make it fine. But then the gameplay doesn't really demand for it to be real snappy. But it might help in
PvP. Maybe you can adjust
PvP will help,
your ADS speed.
Yeah,
which might help.
I found PvP to be quite
it's
interesting.
more the turning, not the ADS.
Yeah.
Turning.
Yeah, it's more
turning gets me.
No, but
it's not that.
The way it works is it goes like say if I'm trying to look at you, it goes, and then goes. Whoop.
Yeah,
it's like a nothing and then everything.
Yeah.
But then also at the same time, it's like you can look. Like if I know someone's coming around a corner, I'll look and I'll be like, I'll just snap onto it.
Yeah.
But it's got this weird like. Whereas on COD, you just go.
It's seamless.
Like,
it's seamless.
Yeah.
Whereas this, it goes like, whoa.
What I find playing Destiny as well, I keep thinking every time I'm playing it, I'm like, why is COD not doing this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Live service.
Like, yeah. Like, why have they not done it yet?
but
They teased it back in Modern Warfare 2, and then they give out World of War 2 with the HQ bloody community thing. Do you remember the HQ?
I do that. I know. I think you liked it, didn't you? Who said they liked HQ? Was it?
No,
not the game.
I like the
the menu was a HQ
like
thing.
the community thing.
I didn't like that. I hated it.
Did you?
I thought they should remove all that. I'd rather have just the name, new game, campaign, multiplayer. Click multiplayer, it goes into it, and he goes ranked multiplayer, lobby, private.
I mean, yeah.
And then I'd rather it be so simple, but as soon as you go into the game, it's mint.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
I don't care about the UI on the way in. Like, although I will say I've got used to the new COD and everything, but like I think it needs
with COD doing all their skins and all that. It's kind of a waste of time being displayed where you can't actually see your fucking skin at all.
That is,
you actually can't see it. You literally just see the hands.
You're with you, yeah.
You're paying 80 quid just to see hands.
But on a kill cam, no.
You might see on the plane in Warzone. That's it.
The other guy can see it on the kill cam.
But you know what I mean?
I argued this before, I think, and I said like, and then I realised, wait a minute, you kind of do need to see your own character,
That's why I was thinking about Destiny. You have that third-person view. You can go to tower. You can view your character.
I think COD.
It's missing. That's what COD's missing, I think.
That,
yeah,
but especially if they're doing all these like skins and stuff, it makes sense for them to go in this direction. It's a no-brainer.
I also think COD could benefit from doing a live service story.
Yeah.
Which I think they're kind of...
Didn't they do World War II? Didn't they do a war thing where it was constantly going? It was, wasn't it? And it was like if you like
potentially
you didn't join like you didn't join the Americans, English, or the Germans and Japs. The way it worked was you join the server and you put onto a side, and that week you just fight for that side. But it's a week. No matter if you joined again for that week.
So a bit like Helldivers before Helldivers.
Yeah, without PSN fuck ups.
What happened to that game?
Yeah, that's
it's dead. It's dead.
Oh, it dropped. I've lost 34 quid on it.
Didn't it drop like 2 million players in a day or something like that? Or something stupid like that.
Who back in the office thought, okay, yeah, let's ask for accounts?
Well, someone was
arguing. Let's get some emails.
Interesting argument was saying, well, when you log into like Tom Clancy game, you log into Ubisoft. It's like, yeah, fair play, you do, yeah, that's fine. And then like, when you log into like Xbox and you go on to like I don't know Apex, you go into a Microsoft lobby.
That's what I think they're worried about. I think they're
what was really funny. What's really funny is they were like, but you don't release it on that server and then say now you have a PSN network. Yeah. It's like, if I'm on PC, I'm not going to sign into that. I'm on Steam. Steam's fine enough for me.
Yeah,
come on.
I've already signed up to something, so let's not.
And then like Call of Duty, for example, you go into an Activision lobby, so you sign into an Activision account. But once you signed in, you're in. But it's not like. It's not alienating you. Like I didn't go into a Call of Duty game, play it for 6 months, and then it goes, oh, now you got to sign up to this.
I really think that
they've just ruined it for themselves.
But the biggest thing is the PSN network doesn't spread across the whole world. It's very limited. It's very.
And that's also, why I think they've chased for accounts and everything and because they've started to see.
Well, to be fair, could it be? And this is again pure speculation. Could it be that they did need to cut interest because at the end of the day they were struggling with servers anyway. They were struggling with server capacities and all sorts because the director came out and said if you can't afford it now,
don't get it now. Yeah.
Just don't get it, which is weird.
What are you going to say, Lee?
I don't know. I'm going to chuck a controller in, innit? You interrupted me twice.
Oh, Lee, I tried speaking about 5 times a minute ago. I went, did you hear me go, oh, I think COD. Oh, I think COD. Oh, COD, by the way. Oh, did I mention this thought that I have about COD?
I thought you were asking for fish and chips. Go on, Lee.
Oh, that was
Go on, Lee.
Now's your time.
Hang on.
Let me finish before you start talking.
No. I actually started. Did you ever even notice?
I laughed at him because he went to start and you just went, no,
I'm just it
is what it is.
What was I going to say?
This sounds like that Destiny kill argument that you guys had.
Lee, I was underranked and underpowered. I got more kills.
6 less, mate. 6 less.
Yeah, for 9,000 games.
Say less.
No, it's fine. It is what it is. I ain't bothered.
That was funny.
A little echo appears.
Oh.
Hey.
I think you shut the door.
No, I opened up.
Yeah, which is why we need to watch those.
Echo, are you bringing the breeze with you?
He'll be fine, I think.
Because it's...
Are you sure?
If he jumps up, just when he jumps up. He's not going to run out.
Hold your legs when you go out with him.
But yeah, Helldivers is dying.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, sorry.
Yeah. Go.
Sorry. I remember now.
Say it then, Lee.
I think PlayStation got a little bit scared because Microsoft's making a lot of moves at the moment in the gaming industry, and I think they looked at the Helldivers numbers and they were like, we could get this and say we're still the number one game in.
Yeah. Is that because they've been throwing around Bill Gates' money?
Yeah.
So like, basically Xbox owns pretty much most things.
Isn't he into like pharmaceuticals now?
Something like that. Yeah.
Good old Bill.
Yeah.
I recently heard.
Yeah. But the what's really interesting is like, so I obviously you see things like that, and then you see releases like what we said into the chat the other day, which is the Hypercharge. I watched the thing about it today. Guy playing it. It looks amazing. Genuinely,
it looks really good.
Yeah, but I think it's already.
Have you been looking into it?
I'm gonna say no.
I mean, I've only said it to chat a few times.
I'm gonna say no.
so
good.
For our audience,
tell me, educate the ignorant.
Hypercharge is basically Toy Story meets Small Soldiers.
Oh, I saw a video about this.
Here he is.
Yeah. Was it by any chance in our chat?
Welcome to the chat.
Is it a video where the dude's walking up and down the guitar?
That was him, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was just.
Well, that was him.
Yeah, but I sent you the actual release video the other day, and then I watched a guy today streaming it, and it's out on the 31st. What do you mean that was him?
Oh, he sent the video.
Yeah,
not him playing. All right, that's fine. I was just like, what? I was like,
he was strumming.
I can go get my guitar if you want.
He's not that small.
That was the Crow.
But yeah, the game itself looks incredible. Like I was the soundbite you sent me was
sound quality.
I thought that was incredible. But more importantly, the guy streaming it today was like doing like, so there's a typical toy castle from like the 90s. It's part of the map, and you can either go under it or over it, or go for the like a dungeon bit, and it catapults you over. Anyway, he jumps over it, jumps on the top, and then turns around and shoots a guy who went through the centre of it through the drawbridge. And I was like, these are plays that you can do because the game's got verticality as well as like spread, whereas like most games you don't get that these days at all.
A lot of these indie creators now are just.
It looks really good.
They're showing off now.
That reminds me of. That reminds me of. Go on, Lee.
No, go.
Tell us about the indie creators. No, it reminds me of Mario Kart living room thing where you can set it up in your living room. Have you seen that? So you can set up Mario Kart in a room, and it creates that track.
Oh yeah. So it creates like my brother's got one called, is it Ride or something like that, and it's like Fast and Furious cars.
Yeah,
but you can do it on your phone, I think it is. And so it looks like a Scalextric, so like in real life you're driving it, but it's a magnetic board and the cars race.
Yeah.
So but it's live, so for anyone who's spectating it, you can watch it like on the board.
That's pretty.
But anyone who's driving it is on their phone. It's really clever. Really clever.
With the Mario Kart, it just maps out your living room. You put you put like all these like I'm assuming it's like cameras or whatever, and then on the screen the track is in wherever you set it up.
Oh, sick.
And you're driving around like your own little your table and stuff and whatnot.
Strip club.
Yeah. Have you seen that Minecraft World or whatever it was called? That kind of flopped, but that was like a VR sort of world that you like played on your phone, but like it brought up your Minecraft world on, say, like the table.
Oh, look, so it became like a
hologram.
What do you call it? Yeah,
like a hologram sort of thing. 3D, and you could just play around.
That sounds cool.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
that sounds that sounds like something you'd enjoy.
I haven't actually tried it or anything yet, but
you'd like to.
But I haven't really heard much about it or any good reviews as such, which is surprising.
Yeah, Stecky was raving about how they've brought ray tracing to Minecraft, and apparently it looks really beautiful.
Isn't that quite old now, though? Is that about a year old, ray tracing? No,
just under a year, maybe.
Yeah,
it's recent, but apparently
I'm only saying that I've never played Minecraft in my
life.
I've
never played Minecraft.
I just hear that you get those big releases and you hear things. Lee's quite good at Minecraft, apparently. Allegedly.
I've delved stupid amount of hours into Minecraft, and
that's fair enough.
Have you got enough PC power to run ray tracing?
Mate, one of my first games actually was Minecraft. I was playing it on PC with some guys I met on there, and we jumped on stream. And then I literally had to walk 8,000 blocks
Were you 13 and they were like 50?
Yeah.
BBL Drizzy.
And my mate Diddler.
God damn it. You may not know me.
No, I tell you what, it's a good game that you should currently play. This is a personal suggestion from Lee. I had no idea about this. It was on Game Pass. But it's Little Kitty Big City.
Oh shit, okay. I was wondering where
I nearly played that the other day,
Elle downloaded it. Right, so last podcast, I went home and Elle was playing it. It's literally my cat's game. I've patted her pockets to try and find her money.
What do your cats actually do when they see the cat on the screen?
Well, Callie sits there and watches it because Callie's a kitten and he's like this big.
Yeah.
In my head anyway. But
he's so cool.
Chunk currently sits in he's currently dominated a Amazon box delivery. I can't throw it away because it's now his domain.
Yeah.
He now lives in
literally.
it. Yeah, literally.
Is he now pissed on his territory?
I literally walked into Jez on Sunday and he was just there like, hi.
I can't remove that from my house now because that's now his. If I remove that, he goes with it apparently. And Ripley, who is the star of Little Kitty Big City because she's a black cat with green eyes.
Alright, cool.
No, Echo's in it as well because there's a long hair black cat in it.
Oh, so, okay.
She's flirty with it. Yeah,
she's flirty with it, is she?
Yeah. It's definitely been.
Well, Little Kitty Big City has that sex appeal.
It's got a lot of pussy.
Oh shit!
But I watched Elle play it, and it reminded me a lot of
Lee Swan necking.
Goat Simulator. Like Goat Simulator, that sort of game.
See, I said this to Lee the other day. I said I might download Goat Simulator.
Goat Simulator is fantastic.
And here's me fucking playing Farming Simulator at the moment.
You were not.
God.
Oh, you were not.
Yeah, I saw you.
I spoke to you about that.
I saw you and I thought are you there, Northerners doing the farming?
I spoke to him about how terrible it was when I was playing it. Are you enjoying it?
No. I went on it and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And then the guys were like, they managed to hack it to get like a shitload of money or whatever. Yeah. So they were getting like a shitload of stock and stuff. So I was like, alright, I'm in the fucking high vis stuff. It was Pete and Jingles.
See, my brother likes to play it.
So I started fucking loading.
And he always told me how. Sorry, he always just a tangent, but he always used to tell me how good it was, and I watched him play it, and I thought, wow, this looks really boring.
I mean, it is quite boring, but in a sense, it was good.
It's rewarding if you do.
It's fun, yeah.
But do you not also think you could just start your own farm in real life and try and make money?
I mean, yeah. I mean, my brain went to like the whole creative side of it. Like, I could go make a track, or something, and then load up 4 fucking forklifts and race with that or something. That's my stupid shit that I would do.
What did you set your time to? Because I was like, I just got bored of like, oh, you have to like go plow the fields. Oh, you have to go drill the fields. Or like, you go through all the process and you.
I think Pete speeded it up because he put like a government sign. If you know what the government signs are.
This is the other bit that I was struggling with because it was like, oh, you have to go into the town and do this. And I was like, how do I get to town? What am I?
Yeah. I don't understand all that at all.
Yeah.
They kind of did everything. I was just being a creative.
Oh, were you in the same lobby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's like different servers like you can create and like join basically like Power Worlds or something like Minecraft.
That's feisty. So can we all farm together?
Yes.
I might enjoy it if we're all farming together.
Like Pete's got one that is basically unlimited money, so we can literally do whatever the fuck we want. We've been buying like a shitload of trucks and a shitload of forklifts and the trailers and just fucking about and finding out.
Because I think I went off it because I didn't know how to play the game.
It's interesting in the fact because I was dressed up in a high vis and shit like that, so I was like, fuck it, I'll be the labourer kind of guy.
Yeah, because I think we should. I've been watching Clux's Fox, and I'm just like,
You've been infused.
Yeah, can you rear pigs? Because I'm gonna go do a pig farm on.
There's chicken farms.
Yeah. Is there pig farms? We need pigs.
I think there's pigs. I think there's cows as well.
Yeah.
There's a few things. You can do it unlimited amount of things, I think.
Oh, that's cool.
I was literally going around in a forklift, literally just picking up the pallets, loading it onto the van.
Yeah.
That's all I was fucking doing for what, man? 40 minutes or something. I was like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? But
Oh my god! Oh, look at that! You're being kicked out of Destiny.
fuck you, Destiny.
That's all right. But yeah, that's no, it's interesting. I think. And yes, now with you mentioning what you're mentioning, I am tempted to go back in.
I never thought I would like simulator games, sort of thing. But
yeah,
I mean, I really want to buy a farm and literally just flatten it out and make a track.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do.
Well,
right
this
now.
is this is what I mean. Is I wouldn't mind playing something like that as it's a mindless kind of,
Yeah.
you know. But and the thing is, when I was playing it, the problem was I had it on PC. Long story, but yeah, it took a lot of effort to get it installed and everything else.
Yeah.
Then the controls weren't quite mapping properly. I wasn't too sure what I was doing.
Yeah.
But now that we've had Clarkson's Farm, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm into this a little bit now.
No, it is good fun.
Did you want to do a break?
I mean, we can have a break.
Yeah.
Baby
we're
Drizzy.
We're gonna go for a break.
Thank you for watching this session of Another Freaking Podcast.
We're going for a break.
No, my
No flights,
feet.
mine.
My feet go to fucking town on, and I wake up with sharp pain.
Same. Oh my god, we had a moment earlier, didn't we? I forgot what it said, and I was like, "Baby Eldridge." Leah, we're live at the podcast.
What's for dinner? Spit in my face, isn't
I
it?
bought a load of food earlier, so you've got.
My
choice.
baby Eldridge.
Bit intrusive.
And we're live.
Welcome back to part 2 of Another Freaking Podcast.
Pasta what?
Another Freaking Podcast.
You said postacast.
No. Well,
Welcome back to
that can be edited out.
Postacast.
Can I do it, Cabin?
It will be edited.
Welcome back to another freaking podcast. We are part 2.
We've
Delving
inherited a
deep.
guest.
Turns-
Nathan has definitely sent a guest.
It turns
A more
out
sustainable guest.
Nathan 3.0 guest is back with a vengeance. Do it.
Back at it with the white vans. It's in your hand.
Sorry, there's a mosquito trying to kill me.
It was in your hand, I think.
I know, I just
Really?
blasted it away. I
Right
think
over
it was a crane fly, wasn't it?
No.
BBL Drizzy.
It was a midge.
A midge.
Oh, you're not allowed to say that anymore. But yeah, it was a
Why?
midge.
Is a shudder midges politically incorrect?
Probably
What do midges identify as these days? just
a fly.
just in case, you know.
Great Willy.
I was about to say, it's Dave. It's the midget from Great Willy.
I would like to
It
point
can
out.
be edited again.
I'd like to point out on Monday we went to Kerbera on a track day and Nathan got into an MG midget and on the side of it said midget. I said, "Oh fucking hell, he's got your name on the side, mate," and he didn't realise.
Is it the same one that we went before?
Yeah.
It was.
And I just pointed out. I was like, "Oh, your name's on the side. That's quite convenient." He went, "What?" I was like,
The brake servers are still fucking awful.
There, yeah, it didn't have any brakes. Yeah,
Awful.
standard.
Where you going, Lee?
I don't have my beverage.
Hey, Scotsman, that is
Can
beverage. Is a Welshman.
So, Jeff, how's your week been?
My
Yes,
week's
we never
been
got
it's really good. So I did some track work in my car on
Yeah.
Monday.
How's the clutch?
The turns out I've had to spend like £600 on a new one.
Yeah.
Oops.
How's that? I bet that's nice.
Well, I haven't got it yet.
So,
but yeah.
Social sideways.
It was social sideways, yeah.
Yeah.
So I went to a track day where you're not allowed to drift, and it turns out I can link most of the track. Apparently, allegedly, yeah. to be fair, I didn't.
Did they shout at you for doing skids?
I was very, very hospitable and didn't do skids most of the day. And then when I did, I didn't do very well.
Yeah.
Because it turns out that the tyres I changed to were less grippy than I expected. So,
Which is what you want when you're doing skids.
No, this is a common misconception of drifting. You need grip to show the car where it's going.
Yeah.
Bolt tyres or tyres with no grip don't really work. But I then lost clutch. Basically, I had a slippy clutch. My fuel gauge is now stuck on full.
Is it still stuck on full?
Yes.
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 Very Clarkson.
Obviously.
I've
Very
also
Clarkson.
yes.
Well, sounds
I've
like
also filled it up since then to full. So yes.
that's like Snape in Harry Potter, isn't it? Yes.
I was thinking more Clarkson.
Obviously.
And it was Clarkson. Yes.
But then is it good though, because now you just have no choice but to just fill the tank up every time?
I usually do anyway. That's how I work.
Ooh, big spender.
Flex. No,
Oh, who's got a full tank of super
No.
unleaded?
Oh, hi, puppy.
98 octane. Oh, that's a
99.
Scotia.
No, unfortunately I broke that. I broke the clutch, and when I decided to go across the curb at Kerbera, ironically, they're not so much the curbs
Oh, you
you'd
didn't
expect.
buckle a wheel, did you?
No, I hit the front bumper on the bottom, and because it's so well fixed to the car, unlike drift cars, the idea with drift cars, you have a loosely fitted bumper, so the idea is if it gets smacked hard, it will come off easier, and the idea is to release the bumper so it doesn't get snapped in half or anything like that. But I hit the curb at the bottom, and it cracked the bottom of the bumper, which then in turn cracked the middle of the side mount below the.
So good
line.
day then.
To be honest, I had a really good time.
Successful.
Genuinely,
Yeah.
I
Have
will
you,
actually. I genuinely had a
Have
really
you put
good
your
time.
big boy turbo
No
on
pain,
yet?
no gain.
No, that's all in due
With that
time.
Nyash manifold.
The idea is that's the end of.
I know, it's like
It's all of that is it in due course. That the idea, and that is the end of May. So I have a week off in a week's time, and the idea is to do.
we're on a
turbo
night out
changes
at the end of May.
on
Next week, isn't
Friday.
Yeah. Are
Yeah.
you coming, Lee?
Are you?
Jamoli. Oh, we are
What?
now.
Yes,
Am I going to sit here
Yes.
by myself?
I believe.
I don't know.
Is it the 31st you're out?
24th
Oh, so you're a week before.
next week.
So CeeLo,
Very well.
you're coming with me. Oh, you'll
Oh,
be
it's
at
the week
work,
after
wouldn't you?
then.
Yes.
I
Are
won't be.
you doing lists from Worcester then? On
Lists
the
from
31st?
With some Worcester.
Because BBL, Drizzy.
Going to Worcester.
What's wrong with the Shire?
Oh, the Shire.
The Shire.
Mr.
Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I
Mr.
smell a domestic.
Mr. Worldwide over here has a birthday next week, so we're doing barbecue for his birthday.
I know that.
And then the week after, his reunion friend thing
Yeah.
tour has occurred,
Friends tour in the Shire.
and we are attending apparently.
So you're asking me.
Sorry,
to
no, sorry,
come pick you
allegedly.
up, basically.
I mean, we
Potentially.
can get a taxi.
We can do
Would
taxis.
you
Or
prefer me to pick you up though?
we can
I
do.
don't know,
We can do railed bus as well.
The what?
A railed
Train.
bus.
Well, that's
Out
only
to-
limited
A
to 11
train.
o'clock.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I
Mm.
might get bored.
We can play about here. You can have the Beamer if you want. Drive whatever you
I
want.
don't want the Beamer.
Oh, you can have the Golf then.
I don't want the Golf.
I mean, you can.
Have you
come-
seen-
She's
Have you
old
seen-
school, man.
Have
you
you
can come
seen?
get us in the Datsun then.
Have you seen the
Thank you.
She's like, which one?
BBL
You can do social sideways back from Worcester.
I haven't.
Jeff would be going, oh, babe, kick the clutch.
I have
Clutch kick.
actually invited Elle to drive my car several times, which, to be honest, is an honour because I don't want anyone
Yeah.
driving my car ever.
Oh, I thought I was going to drive.
You're
your
allowed to drive my car. I genuinely think I can drive my car.
I drive it.
I'm quite a nice driver.
Yeah, when you get a license. But like Nathan was asking
Take
me
it
Monday
sideways
to drive
into
it
a wall.
like, repeatedly,
Yeah.
and then I was like, then it got to the point where my clutch was slipping. I was like, no,
Yeah.
now I have an
You,
excuse.
you should have said yes, drive it, and then when he came back, he said you broke my car.
Oh.
No, you owe me a new clutch.
Plus one.
Yeah. I drove Nathan's car.
What
It's
do you? How do you
fast.
feel? Yeah.
It's fast.
We had
It's-
an interesting. So on the way to Kerbera, we were level, and he beeped 3 times, and when we booted it. And
Oh, did he give you the look?
yeah, give me a look. And we went to national speed limits,
Mm.
and I pulled him quite hard,
Nice.
and I was a bit like,
Yeah.
I did jump it a little bit because I changed down a bit too early.
Yeah.
Um,
you dropped the hammer.
I did drop the hammer, but he said like to me, so like I could tell your car was fast when that
Yeah.
happened because he couldn't catch.
His car is, well, I probably because I'm not used to driving it. I put my foot down and it kind of like
Twitch,
yeah,
yeah.
and I was kind of like okay, and then I let off a bit, and he was like, "No, go on, give it some." So I put my foot down again, and it was like, I do like it though. It's faster than the EP3.
Yeah, EP3s they're not fast.
Yeah.
This is one thing I found on
Although
Kerbera.
Maddie was doing 120 in Nathan's EP3.
On the Autobahn, I assume.
That was tight. Yeah.
Or in Mexico.
Yeah, on the Autobahn.
Yeah.
On the Worcestershire Autobahn.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Worcestershire.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
What's
I-
your sister? What's your sister bypass?
In Kerbera, in my Honda S2000, which is basically an EP3 but rear-wheel drive and a little bit lighter and a bit better, I felt it was quick around the corners
Yeah.
and then really sluggish on the straight. And then I drove my S14 round it, and I was like, I came off and Nate was like, "How do you feel?" I was like, "It's just fast."
Yeah.
He went, "What do you mean?" I went, "It's just fast." I did exactly what I did in the S2000. I left-footed brake round a kink, and the rest of it I drove exactly the same. And
You
it was a
can-
little bit.
You can left foot brake.
yeah.
Oh, that's the worst.
Oh,
nah.
No, but no, it's not when you're good at it.
It's awful, man. It's so like heavy footed when you do
well,
it.
no, not if you're used to it.
And
no,
Evan in the
it's
car
alright.
does this.
But like, so I drove it exactly how I would drive in the S2000. I came off and I was like, this car is 5,000 times faster. It
you not do, like, the
much
heel
quicker.
toe?
Yeah, I can do heel toe. Yeah.
Lee doesn't know what we're talking about now.
No, nor does Elle probably. To be fair, we're getting pretty nerdy.
Oh, so back to gaming.
Well, we'll go. So my weeks consisted of track day. Unfortunately, I went to a funeral on Wednesday. I'd like to sort of touch on that because I think me and Lee talked about it the other day. This is like mental health and that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
a friend of mine passed away start of April, and his wake and funeral were this Wednesday. It was quite sad, but it was a really nice funeral, as funerals go. It was nice.
Yeah, there was like a weird recommended friends, and he came up, and I was like, oh, this is.
It's kind of awkward, yeah.
It's kind of weird, really.
It's one of those things. It's unfortunately he took his own life, and it's quite hard for a lot of us as a friendship group.
Oh man, I can imagine.
It's unfortunately it's happened between me and Nathan before.
Yeah.
We lost a dear friend of ours in I can't remember what the year was now, but it's a long time ago. And that was April as well, so it was it hit home quite hard for both of us.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we had a nice end off for him, and it was so busy the crematorium couldn't even fit the people into the crematorium itself. We were in there with the family, so close friends and family were there,
Yeah.
and
But
then
that's a good send off, man.
it was.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's weird because you never have a good funeral. Funerals are never
well,
good.
yeah, and,
But
and
at
the
the same
thing
time,
is, yeah, it's
It was as nice as it could have been.
Yeah.
is the way you should probably
Yeah.
say. And then the wake was nice, and then I got to talk to his family and friends, people I've not seen myself for a while. Even if it's just people that some of it, one of our friends, dear friends, couldn't be in the country, so his brother was there, which was quite nice. So I managed to talk to him and his
Yeah.
girlfriend, which
See,
I've not
it's,
seen for a while.
like stuff like that, like losing someone's always like a difficult one because like just yesterday, so just before I moved here, before I moved to the UK, I had like my bestest friend in the world basically, and we were that inseparable, and we did everything together that like because we both went to boarding school, that and our dads were both in the army, so
Similar
so
circumstance.
like it was weird, man. Like we were just like so there was like we were so connected that like at one point we wrote, I think it was like a maths test. I sat in the front of the class and they sat him at the back, and we had the exact same answers. And they pulled us in. And it was just like, you two have been copying each other or something. And I was like, I was sat in the front and he was sat at the back. But like, we were that close that like, if basically one of us got caught fucking up in boarding school, they would just automatically pull the other person in and just say, we know you were there.
Yeah.
And that's, same as like at home as well, because like obviously like our dads were both like in the army.
Yeah.
If I don't know, if we had a drink and we went home and maybe I turn up home, my parents aren't there, and I'm just like, okay, I'm going to sleep this off before they turn up, and then he goes home and he gets caught, his dad would phone my dad and then just be like, yeah, they came home and they were steaming. But like a weird thing about all this is like yesterday, so his sister, so he had two sisters. I was quite close, well, not quite close, but like the eldest sister, she was like a teacher in our school, so like I sort of like knew her and everything else. And then he had so he was the youngest, and his middle sister, I met her through him, and like we're sort of like friends on Facebook. And she put like this massive essay of like, okay, can you put in the comments how we've met and stuff like that, and stuff that I normally just brush past anyway. But
Yeah.
I ended up reading the whole thing, and I just literally wrote his name, and she's like, oh yeah, may his soul rest in peace, And I was just like, yeah, that was mad, especially because I was actually thinking about him, because like I was saying, obviously like your mate's Facebook came up as recommended friends to me and stuff, and I was kind of like, obviously I knew what was going on there. And then that reminded me of my mate, and then it was weird, but
No, it's unfortunately I was saying to Leon, was it Sunday? Is how
Yeah, it was Sunday,
I wanted to bring it up on the podcast beforehand, but unfortunately I feel like companies and social media in general sort of cater to make it become a sort of it's not a taboo subject, but it's something that isn't talked about that much. But they make it promotional as if like they're trying to like make it good, as in like, oh, we're trying to help and everything. But they're not. They're just doing it to make you.
It's like a facade sort of thing.
Yeah, it's like fishing for likes. I don't agree with it.
Which is unfortunate. But then it's also like, it also boils down to like the algorithm, as it were, and stuff like that. Which again, it's really unfortunate because sort of like, obviously, you put a post up, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago about it. And I asked you about it because like, not maybe nosy, just a case of like, okay, are you okay? And what's going on? And you obviously explained
you
it,
as a friend, you were checking in.
Because they're all listening, because so then it just comes up, and I'm kind of like, for me, it feels a lot more disrespectful in that sense, because some kind of computer AI has now generated this and assumed that, and I'm kind of like, oh, man, that's that. If you hadn't brought it up, I probably wouldn't have even said anything about it.
No,
I
I fully get it, because I even queried it with Elle before as a partner. I said to her, like, I'm not trying to compete for likes or anything. I don't want to change my Facebook profile picture to me and him, or to share anything really, because I feel disrespectful on my own part. But after, it's probably 2-3 weeks after it happened, I felt, not that it was necessary, I just thought it was the right time to change.
Well,
because what it was, in my mind, I felt like I was honouring like his memory, in my own way.
It's like an acknowledgement sort of thing.
Yeah, because like it's. I've not been. I've been struggling with it for the past few weeks. It's been a hard 3 month. Month and a bit. It's been 5 weeks. It's been hard. I don't really know how to feel about it.
The thing is, mate, you shouldn't. Equally though, you shouldn't feel bad about anything that you've done, because at the end of the day, it's not it's not for me. It's not for. Do you get me?
No, it's not. Yeah.
It's something that's for you, and you should do it how you need to do
And
it to be able to come to terms with.
It wasn't for me to
know.
share it social media wise and to be like, oh, look at this, I was friends with him sort of thing, and trying to be like, it wasn't like a social.
Yeah,
it wasn't like a popularity contest.
Yeah,
I wasn't trying to show that. I wasn't, and I know that from my when Ollie passed with me and Nathan, we went to his funeral. I personally was very annoyed at the people who were there who I would call pretenders 'cause they didn't really know him.
Yeah.
Some of them I even know bullied him and didn't like him. And it was like, and at the time I felt horrible. And I remember, I think it was my mum. I'm not sure if it was my dad. I can't remember. But someone said to me, "It's not. You shouldn't think that way. It was nice for his parents to see that he was so popular and he touched so many lives."
Yeah.
And so in retrospect, like with this funeral, I knew that it didn't touch quite rightly with me, like some people, but it was nice. It was really nice. It was really nice when I stood there on Wednesday, and I didn't even. I didn't even look behind me. I didn't even realise the rear doors were open, and there was so we'd got about 50 people into the actual crematorium, and behind us the doors were wide open, 2 sets of doors, and the whole corridor were wide open. They couldn't even fit us all into the crem at all.
Yeah.
It was absolutely rammed, and after seeing the photos and videos and the music, the pieces and everything that was played, it was really nice. It was really nice to see that he touched so many people, like how he was, like who he was.
Yeah.
Had impacted so many people's lives. And I didn't want to think, oh, this person doesn't deserve to sort of respect the person that's dead that is there.
I think sort of like with things like grief and loss and everything else it's really individual.
Yeah, I
If
completely
that makes
agree.
sense, it's really
I
individual.
think, I think as a grown up now, I will say it's been what 12 years.
Yeah.
So you change. I think your perspective on life in general changes.
Especially because, for instance, I look at myself and I'm like, same as if we think about we might get married and stuff like that. I look at them kind of like, man, I'm around so many people, So to bring it back to your grief as well, it's kind of like, in your eyes, you're like, oh, but you didn't know the person. But then at the same time, you don't actually know the interaction between him and those people.
Yeah, I fully agree.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. I saw people there. I didn't realise that how he'd impacted their lives. He was such a big character and someone who would never contemplate helping somebody else.
Yeah,
and as a personal experience, I know that exactly because he was that as that much of a person you could lean on and be that much of a friend. It was who am I to question their friendship when he literally helped me in my darkest hours and was there to lift me up and be really good. And I didn't know because I was being selfish in my own feelings, let alone somebody else's. So I left it. I say I wasn't being selfish. It was just it's one of those things where you're I don't know your experience with that person.
Well, the thing is as well, you have to deal with it as, because it's a lot to take in, isn't it? Because you're obviously thinking about what happened, how it happened. You're then also probably questioning your own kind of oh man, maybe he should have come to me, maybe I could have done something as a mate if I'd known what he was going through.
I'd say being... Unfortunately, because me and Nathan previously experienced it, the only way I can say it is the only person who can answer any questions, unfortunately, is the one in that casket. So it doesn't matter what anyone says to me, I can quite confidently say, we can speculate as much as we want. Yeah. As much as we want. So on Wednesday, I celebrated his life. I didn't think anything else, but I want to just make sure that obviously he's got a young child and his girlfriend was all right. They were fine. His parents were okay. Spoke to all of them, and then just made sure that we all were in agreement that we're here to celebrate the fact that unfortunately it's a short life, but it was a good one. Yeah. And at the end of the day, it's their decision. Yeah. And that as someone who would take their life, they thought that was their only option at that point. It's as sad as it is. We can't change that,
Yeah,
and we can never change that because it's happened.
and again, you'll never know why.
Yeah.
you know.
And unfortunately, it's sad for us, but it might have been the only thing that made them happy. So
Yeah.
and that's the piece that I will try and find in that situation.
yeah.
And unfortunately, that's a sad note, but that is what I've been up to this week.
To be honest, mate, like I think it's good that you're sharing because like I'm saying, man, at the end of the day, everyone deals with stuff differently.
I
like-
have found in the past, I will openly say that I seem to deal with things a lot slower than everyone else. So like my family grievances and that I've had before in the past, it takes me a long time. Sort of, it sinks in. Like years later, I'll get really depressed over something that's happened years ago, which is quite strange. And what's weird about this currently is I think as I've got older, I seem to have accepted things a bit differently.
Yeah.
And this in particular seems to have hit me hard now. Whereas usually I would get like 2-3 years down the line, and then I'll get depressed. And I can't put my finger on why I'm sad, but it's that it's obviously.
But then it's clear that the impact that he's had on your life and
do you know what? The horrible thing to say is it's nice that I can say that he had an impact on my life to the point where I am actually grieving now.
Yeah.
Is in the fact that I literally went to the funeral and saw photos of him and instantly was upset about it. It's like it went from being like, oh, I've accepted that he's passed. It's been 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Now we're at a funeral, but then I instantly was upset.
Yeah.
The fact that it's like, oh, that person that I knew is now.
Yeah.
I will now have to. Oh, it's a nice saying, which is now it's nice, but also quite morbid. And it's I will now have to remember you for longer than I knew you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is usually associated to pets, especially, but also family members. Because they say you knew the 90% of your parents' remembrance is when you're 18. So obviously when you're a teen and you're young, you've known your parents 90% of their life. Because from that point onwards, you leave the nest, and then obviously you will then do your own.
Yeah,
you can create your own family.
That's a mad fact, actually.
It was. Do you know what it was? I found it as Markiplier.
Yeah.
So he lost his dad at 19, I think, or 20.
Right.
Quite young. And then he said he found solace in the fact that he found out that that's the fact is like once you've turned 18, you've seen 90% of your parents. And he said that he doesn't care for that 10%. He's like, I'm happy that I experienced that 90%. He said he got the most out of it. Which is really, and that's a nice way to look at it. And do you know what?
You could only live 90% as well.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah. So what's really nice is, like I say, like things like that is like when you start thinking about it logically. It's nice. I say, like I knew Jackson for 7 years, so it's little things like I find it's little piece like you sort of think, well, yeah, fair enough. It's been shit because obviously it's ended, but I still find pieces that I was lucky enough to know him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you were saying about like you're not gonna have to remember him a bit longer. That doesn't go away. And it's weird. It's weird, but it's good because like I look at my own life and I'm like, and this is crazy because when I moved here, he was the only person that had a problem with me moving to the UK.
Really?
My friend was, yeah. He was the only person that looked me straight in the eye and said, just don't go. And I remember just like, man, it's a life-changing opportunity. I'm going to leave this place where, we can't get jobs or whatever. But that always stuck with me. And I think even worse. So like my friend, he had cancer. And they actually amputated him. And it was really weird because like, I remember talking to him on the phone and just saying, look, man, at the end of the day, yes, your life's going to be different. You're probably going to be in a wheelchair now and, but at least you're here. So like they amputated him and I think like 3 days later he passed. But like in that conversation, which is weird, but it's also great because he was one of those friends that like he could tell you things straight. I could tell him straight, and that's how I try and be with all my friends. It's just like say it as it is, you know, because to me that's what true friendship is. Is like you need to be able to tell me if I'm in the wrong, and not kind of like let me be wrong, you know. And I said it to him. I was like, man, you're going to be fine. But culturally, that's what we do where I'm from. Regardless of what's going on, we always like, oh no, it's going to be fine, it's going to be fine, it's going to be fine. And he turned around to me and said, look, man, people need to stop telling me that it's going to be fine, you know, because I know that it's not going to be fine. And I remember thinking, wow, especially because you tend to gravitate towards it's going to be fine because you don't have anything else to say.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you literally have nothing else to say because I can't live his experience. I don't know what he's going through, but I'm also here trying to kind of comfort him, and he was just like, "No, just stop. Don't do that," because then obviously that's what everyone else is saying, you know, and it's quite annoying as like someone who grew up in Africa to keep hearing that, because like we're fashioned to like.
Be
you know,
positive,
yeah,
like, no matter what it is,
or like, just like through hardship, and there's no. Weirdly enough, there's no like the cuddly love. It's sort of like tough love, you know. And I was saying this to my partner today. We're talking about it today, and I was kind of like, my daughter's written a poem and it got published, and I sent the pictures to my dad. I said, "Here's the book. Here's the poem. Here's Maya's name in the contents," and you know. And my dad replied to me and he said, "Man, that just made me cry," you know.
Really?
And it was weird. It was a weird. I was saying to Maddie, I was like, it's weird to hear that. Like, my dad said he read this and he was so proud and he cried and you know. And Maddie was like, "Yeah, but what's weird about it?" And I was like, "Man, where I'm from, you know, we do
That's
this
not,
like
yeah.
macho. You got to be a man, you know." Like I told my mum, I said, "Oh, Dad's read the poem. He shed a tear or whatever because he's so proud of, you know, how we're raising the kids and whatnot." And the first thing my mum said was, "Why?" You know, literally just like, well, why? But yeah, it's you know. But yeah, man. I mean,
Different
like,
cultures, isn't it?
yeah. But
That's nice, though. It sounds nice. That
yeah,
is.
it's weird, though. But here we are.
We'll try and get off the morbid subject of that. Well, I've apart from that, it was a good send-off Wednesday. I drank quite a bit, sat in the sun, didn't eat, so I fell asleep quite early.
Did you have a Lee tactical chunder?
No, I don't do chundering. Allegedly.
Oh.
No, so I then
Faces of the Humbletons.
I then fell asleep.
What happened?
And didn't defend my mixed meat in the tray. So
did the cats have at it?
The dog.
The dog, yeah.
The dog.
Tyson went for it.
The dog, which is also a cat.
Oh, it's a cat, yeah.
Was it the lounge?
No, it was I dropped in at the Newtown next to me, and then I got a mixed meat in a tray, and I genuinely, right, so I went in, I was really happy with myself. I was like, I bought Elle dinner. I've done a good husband thing. I was all tidy and that, didn't make a mess. Sat down, started watching YouTube, ate half of the tray of kebab meat and hot chili.
Yeah.
It was like a sound. And then
oh no.
And then I put it down and don't remember much else.
You put it down and passed out. That's what you did.
Was the dog okay? Because you have really hot chili for some reason.
I think luckily BBL luckily I'd eaten all the hot chili off the top.
Yeah,
and he only had the mild chili that was underneath.
You're like Lee when
the
it
meat.
comes to chili. You're just like, look, get me the hottest thing you've got behind there. Like,
if it's not from Satan's asshole, I don't want it.
If it's not breaking the Scoville fucking chart, I don't want it.
So I very conveniently decided to pass out at that point. I don't know fucking how. And then I was woken up by my lovely wife at 12:30 at night, saying, "Are you coming to fucking bed, you twat?"
Oh man, Maddie would have left me. Honestly, Maddie.
So I finished work,
Yeah.
saw him there, sprawled out,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'll clean the house. And I was like, what a fucking state he is. He's like Donna meat everywhere.
Dog just drinking all the water.
Hot
dog flavoured water.
But he was asleep on an armchair like that. So I was like, I'll go wake him up because he's going to have a bad neck in the morning. And he was like, oh, you are.
It was just a school night as well.
It was a school night.
School night.
So I was woken up at 12:30 by my lovely wife. I deleted my CrossFit training gym thing for the morning at 7:00 in the morning. Funny enough.
What do you mean you delete? Have you cancelled your membership?
No, I'm still a member, but
You can't do
I
CrossFit,
still haven't been. I think
Jeff,
I might
wait.
cancel it. They should give me
weight moves weight, man.
Yeah, they should give me the 80 quid a month just to
Yeah.
train them.
80 quid.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
it's a free.
They pay for
Yeah,
it.
it's a
Right.
work thing. Anyway, so yeah, so I turned up and I was
Free gym.
I was very, very efficient on Thursday.
Yeah. were you working hard or hardly working?
I worked very coffee.
Yeah.
I mean, I was really coffee. No, I worked really hard.
Were you just running on coffee? You're just like, coffee ole!
I barely did any coffee.
Monies, baby!
me and Lee should pay you for PTing us.
Probably.
Does that equals to more gains?
Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will unlock the second.
Don't suggest this. Don't suggest that.
And then
I'll pay him.
I got home.
I'll pay. I mean, look, I've looked at PT prices. Yeah, the PT prices are too high, and I'll pay him a portion of the normal PT.
There we go.
price. All right.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'll buy him KFC on Friday.
If you want the free trial, mate, it's only 7 days.
7 days. Shit.
Lee, have you joined the gym now?
No. I'm still on the day pass.
Are you?
I'm working out. I'm working out.
He's just BBL Drizzy, you know.
He's created new email addresses daily, isn't he?
You come in. Oh, I'm Lee. I'm for Francais.
Just in case I get banned.
Lee at aberdeen.live.com.
Aberdeen at Lee.com.
Little John at AOLinternet.com.
Kieran Duffy at Red RRD2.
Lon John's like, Yahoo!
Day passes.
Yeah.
4 of those, you get unlimited goes for a month.
I know.
I know. BBL Drizzy.
No, but it's good. Ellie, what
Yes.
did you think of leg day yesterday? That Lee missed.
Well, I'm not feeling it at the moment, so I'm
Yeah.
all right.
We said this earlier.
You better do a couple of laps of these stairs.
We said
we were
fine.
No, but like
You're all right.
yesterday,
I've
though.
not sat down all day.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, then
So-
you didn't get back up.
Did you break your squatting record?
No.
No,
Someone
No.
did. It wasn't me. It wasn't Lee.
I was squatting tons.
His tomboy over there.
Good at it.
He's proud of it.
I know, I'm
We started
proud of
the poddy,
You need
and
to
I
get
said,
a book, really, and then you can write
Record
down.
it, yeah.
Yeah, program. No, I don't want to do that.
"No, oh,
Do you know
No.
why? No, I don't. I've decided, and I'll probably regret this,
Okay.
but I don't want to. I don't want to record anything, and I don't want to set a target. I just want to turn up and be healthy, and just let it naturally happen. The reason being, if you set a target, you're then putting pressure on yourself because it's then progress
That's
versus
fair
time
enough, yeah.
versus everything else. You know, I just want to be consistent. That's my plan.
I didn't know you were vegan."
Yeah, that's fine.
He's gone Switzerland on this.
Yeah,
Iceland, mate. I'm like Iceland.
Iceland.
Iceland reminder.
Yes, I'm like Iceland.
God damn it.
But that's what's keeping me interested, is the fact that
You're just doing what you can do.
yeah, I'm just like, okay, I'm going to turn up, do what I can do, and then I almost want it to be.
Do you want me to keep a record on your behind your back?
If you want, honestly, if you want, yeah.
I was going to say it would
Because-
be actually
because-
more benefit, like
Yeah,
if someone
Just
was
say
keeping
you
record
know
behind
you
you.
hit a
the
PB
reason,
and
yeah,
That's
like
what-
the,
yeah.
the reason
That's
I'm
the
saying
thing that
I'll
would be
regret it. It's
keeping
one of
me-
those things that I will plateau, and then I'll be like, or I'll reach a point where I'm like happy with where I am, and then I'll be like, oh god, I wish I had the progress, but I also don't want to make the progress the priority.
Yeah, no, that's fair
So,
enough.
so for instance, if you want to keep it crack on and then surprise me and go, look how fat you were like a year ago, that's fine. But currently, I'm like, I don't want to put the pressure on it. I just want to be consistent and not do fucking skull crushers.
Naked photo. Naked photo tomorrow, then, yeah?
Yeah. No, it's good, man. I mean,
Wait.
I think my thing is just like the whole a fitness journey is more based on feedback from people around you.
Yeah, completely.
In a sense of
Yeah.
like, again, where I come from is so cutthroat. We don't care calling someone fat. It's fine, and we don't.
Is that
find-
when you go like,
and we
oh,
don't-
hey auntie, I know 3 fat people, and then you're 2 of them.
No, but generally we don't find it offensive. Like my sister could walk into this room and just go, "Oh God, you look fat today." It's just a natural, normal thing. It's not, But I know that there's certain family members that will always comment on my weight of like, whatever. So I'm like, I'm just gonna work at it up until someone says like, it's been lovely hearing when the guys are like, oh, we can see the change, or when I'm at home and Maddie's like, oh my God, I can see a bit of a change, and
You can.
that's sort of like.
Definitely can.
Have you seen him in that t-shirt before? That's one of Dan's ones.
No.
So when he first bought it, it was quite big anyway, but like it was tight around his belly.
There's 3 X's before my L, mate. All right.
But now
You'd be reaching
it's quite tight
another
around
X.
his arms, but not tight around his
Lesser
belly.
X.
Which is
I
nice.
have noticed my belly has gone down a bit.
It
which
definitely
is
has.
nice,
I
to
noticed
be
the other
fair.
day at the gym as well.
Which
Does that
is
mean
great.
does that mean your penis has got larger as well? Because
No, it's always
you see more.
it's smaller.
Same,
size.
same.
more of it.
Half African. I'm half African, half black.
turns out.
Allegedly. No, it's just I'm just fucking enjoying it. Like 3 weeks ago, if you'd have said to me you're gonna go to the gym 5 days in a row, I would have told you to fuck off. To be honest.
And you've done it.
And I've done
On
it
your own back as
comfortably, yeah. And I think that's another part of it is I also want that bit of independence of being able to say, do you know what?
Oh, you got
Maybe on
really
like your
well
rest
treated
days.
independence. Say it
Yeah.
again.
Independence.
No, you went independence.
Independence, you know?
You went real stucky then, boy.
It's
But yeah.
so funny when he's engaged.
I
It's
love it,
so
man.
funny.
Occasionally, because obviously being
I just sit there
being,
giggling.
from a Welsh background, technically, but like I can hear it,
It's just,
and it's like,
terrible.
oh, here he is, a boyo.
Unfortunately, I'm
Alright, but
a
Alright,
blending
but-
whore.
Yeah.
Hence the many accents that you'll hear coming out of me, depending on who I'm talking to. God forbid I move to Scotland.
Get the fuck.
You're like, I'm
Does
black,
it fly?
I'm black and I'm Scottish. I put haircuts. No, but
How much
it's
does that fine Rolex at your back?
About an hour.
Elon Muscapan.
There's too many of those.
Great, isn't
A
it?
ton of fish.
Ton of fish.
Do you want 10 tons out? What is it? Do you want me to come around the front or the back? I've got 10 tons of cod and 10 tons of haddock. Do you want me to come around the front or the back?
I got 20 ton of fish.
Aye, fash.
It's just fish. Where do you want this fish?
How was your raid experience? Minus your argument with Lee on kill count.
So allegedly, no, I had a fine time.
Yeah.
I did enjoy it. Who
Would
did
you say it's piqued your interest a little bit?
I'm not sure whether it's that or whether because my natural progression started to get somewhere. So, on Destiny, it's quite a weird learning curve. But once you get sort of past a certain, I don't know, cake based, and you start standing up and you can breathe, you realise like, oh, it's not actually that. Once I started treading water, you're sort of like into a certain point.
Yeah,
it was alright.
Oh, the other half ain't happy.
But like, so my realization was I was way underpowered because I was using things that I like to use. So much as like, so all the boys were like, nah, get rid of that shit. And luckily, because you could all see what I was using, you're like, fuck that off. That was nice. That I tell you what, that was really, as a sense of community.
It's helpful, isn't it?
They literally went, what are you doing, you twat? You've got all this good stuff and you're using the shit. They're like, get that, get this, get that, get that, do this,
Mod
change
that,
this,
mod
mod this. Can you mod that? I was like, no. Okay. But you got to 18.5, whatever it was. And you're like, now you'll kill something. Because when I was, those first, like, I don't know, 5-6 games, everyone was like, grab this thing. I was like, yeah, I'll grab it. I'll grab it. I got it. And they're like, I'm like fucking Rick from, Morty from Rick and Morty. Oh, grab that thing. So I grabbed it. I started running and got killed immediately. I was like, oh, okay. They're like, why do you keep dying so easy? Like, it was probably something like 1640.
The reason
We're so used to COD, just
the reason
jumping
I always
in.
say, see, it's funny you're saying that it's not that, but I've kind of almost done the same thing to you that I did to Lee, because I was like, I was kind of like, until you've done a raid.
You said what now?
I was like, until you've done a raid in Destiny, you won't understand the big missions, the end
Bex
game.
first go.
I
Bex
like
first
the
go.
camaraderie.
Yeah.
I feel like what annoyed me a little bit is like we felt like we to begin with there wasn't much sort of communication. Once we started communicating and it became like a thing and we numbered everything and it became like we're doing this
A
and
system,
that. And I realised like, oh, okay, it's like carry the basketball, drop the basketball, pick it up, move it, drop it that one.
So that's
like, originally I started sitting there just trying to kill everything, and because you guys ran off, I was getting killed because I was like, I'll just murder everything, and I was like, no, that's not how it works.
So that's the thing.
If we legit did 2 more games of that, we would have done it.
Yeah, I reckon we would. Yeah.
The problem that we have with raids and having a big group or like a consistent group of people that do raids is that the current raid is what everyone plays through quite a lot. So I've had like a relaxed season because we've had like a 6-month season, whereas that raid everyone has been doing every single Tuesday for like 6 months.
That's the current one, isn't
Yeah.
it? Okay.
So the problem that creates is, not the problem. It's the same as like learning anything. For instance, when I was learning how to play the guitar, I got one of my friends, studied music, played guitar all his life. I was like trying to get him to teach me, and he couldn't do it, and he was getting frustrated with me. And then when I, this is like when we were in college. Then when I went to uni,
Like Jory learning French.
When I went to uni, I bumped into like one of the guys who was in my lessons. We used to revise together. There was about 4 or 5 of us. If you're like, oh fuck this, I can't be asked to, like, oh, there's a guitar. So then that's how I learned how to play the guitar, and they actually said, oh, just keep that for a time being and do your practicing. And it wasn't until I was playing it and someone said, oh, teach me how to play that, I then realised that you naturally expect them to know what to do. Yeah, you're like, oh, put your fingers there, put this finger there, and do this. And when they're not doing it, you're like, man, this is easy. What the fuck? So that's the problem that we have with the raids, is because you had 4 people in the group that have done this. We are all just sort of like explaining it as we would to other people that have done it. So we then,
this again like the gym,
and that's
why I expect everyone to know what I'm doing.
Yeah, and that's why you would have, and that's why like at times,
circle of life.
at times I was jumping in to say, all right, guys, this is the objective. But also the problem, not the problem. Also, what you want to do is when you're teaching a raid, is you want to do it one item at a time or one step at a time. So, for instance, you say mechanic, okay, we're picking up the orb and we're passing it around, and then we'll do a playthrough and you grasp that. Once we're like, okay, they're comfortable passing the thing around, we're then going to explain the other thing of like, oh, by the way, if you don't enlighten. If you don't stand next to the thing, you're gonna die. If you do a Lee and run off, you're gonna die. You know.
Rush.
Lee's like, fuck him up! Let's fucking go then!
I get twitchy fingers. I'm like, come on, let's go.
But it was quite funny when like Lee was
I
like,
see the light. Let's go.
Lee was like, oh, this is really weird. And we're like, all right, Jev, you pick up first, put it in here, and like you pick it up and you drop it in the fucking thing. Lee pick it up, and then Jev does his job. We're like, Lee, pick up the fucking thing. Lee, and Lee's like in front of everyone. We're like, Lee, you gotta go pick up the fucking ball back there.
Wait, what are you on about?
So
They put me first. Some fucking
So with the
reason.
orbs, so what we were doing, we were numbered
I was
1
5,
to 6,
Yeah.
wasn't we? And
Yeah.
you said that you weren't grasping the exchange. So what we did was we
No, I
got
was.
no. Initially, you
I've done this one before.
yeah, but Lee, you had a rebuttal. You mentioned Lee mentioned something. That's why we changed the order. So we,
Yeah, I mentioned it so I could just go first, just to say the
Yeah.
fucking hassle. I wasn't.
yeah. So because you
They
mentioned
put
that,
me first. some
we
fucking
got
reason.
no, but we got
That's what I mean.
no because the reason we did that
I was literally trying to jump out the situation of people fucking picking
yeah,
their
but
order.
the reason
I was
we
like,
did
let
that.
me go
Lee,
first so I can
No,
chill
but
and shoot.
the reason we did that was so that we could maintain the
Yeah.
order of the numbers, so that Jev picks first, then that means that you're doing the mechanic first.
Which
'cause-
was fine after
yeah,
that.
because
When
all
we did that,
that
was
Jev
fine.
was doing was picking it up and dropping it off,
Yeah.
and then you were picking
Picking
it up. Yeah,
and then giving it to Stucky.
yeah,
Whereas when I was 5th, it was
No.
fine because I did it every time.
yeah. It was good though.
But it's just, yeah, it was weird because like sometimes you do really well, and next thing you know, we
Yeah.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
But that's the challenge of it, because
As soon
it's
as
also
one
like a
person
mental challenge of like, okay, can we recover? And funny enough, some of the ones that we managed to recover, we did them really well.
I will
Yeah.
say, I felt like the wipe, some of the wipes didn't need to be done.
That's. Thank you.
They-
I'm so glad you said that because I've been like,
At
what?
one point, we got
What's
real
the point
far,
of wiping?
And then I think I died, and then I died getting Lee,
Yeah.
and then like they wiped.
Yeah,
I was
but
like, you
here's
didn't
the
need to
problem.
wipe, you had 3
no, but
revives.
here's the problem: is if you run out of revives, obviously you can't
Yeah,
do that.
yeah.
But if you and Lee die, like sort of like a bit further back,
Yeah.
and you've both got to revive, someone has to come back. That person who's coming back is also going to be overwhelmed by the ads that are there,
yeah,
and
Yeah.
also
it's doable.
when no, it's doable. But then look at when you two died and I came back, resed Lee, and the fucking ogre spawned in front of us
Yeah,
and
but
just
if
killed
you
both
res
of us.
Me, I could res him.
I did, yeah.
So
I
you
was
got
meant
the
to
wrong
res
person-
you. I
wrong
did res
person.
the wrong person, but we did fucking
I
die.
thought that. I was like, ah,
Yeah, I know.
But what I'm thinking is,
but it's fine.
why does
Yeah.
everybody run ahead? Why does people not pull back?
What do you, because if you stand next,
You
to
know what
the,
I mean?
No. If you stand next to the lantern for too long, it explodes. And
Yeah,
kills
I
everyone.
understand that, but if everybody
Yeah.
pulled back, at least you could still pass along the chalice.
I don't
You know what I mean?
The objective is to get to the end. You got to keep
I
moving.
know, but if someone dies, at least everybody
Yeah,
pulls
the-
back
yeah, but the-
together, shoot everyone
I
down,
see what you mean,
and keep
but
passing the chalice
I
along
I
until
see-
you get to the
yeah.
next
I
enlightenment.
don't know. We haven't thought about that. But yes,
Yeah,
that's equally.
You know what I mean?
You know,
Yeah.
you make perfect sense.
Because you don't do that because everyone naturally then just panics and says we're still going forward.
Yeah.
Hence why one person always comes back.
Yeah, but you can always enlighten then, can't you?
You-
That's,
yeah.
that's the whole point.
Yeah, but passing along, you know what I mean?
Slow it down, yeah.
Yeah, but this is
Transit
why I said-
zombies.
well, the thing is,
That's literally what I was thinking.
what I've always said to the guys in that bit is, which is quite a cool saying, is slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
That's a racing term.
Yeah. There we go. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And I always told them this because if everyone calms down,
Yeah,
then we'll be fine.
that's what I mean.
But-
like,
But
everybody
this
pull
this
back.
is part of the challenge though, Lee. You've got 6 people. You've got 6 people
Yeah,
in a mission, all communicating
and especially
to
when
a certain plan. And the thing is, this is what I was saying is it's a mental challenge.
But as soon as the thing's dunked, it's like it's a whole reset. Everybody can chill out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but that's fine. But you've still got 6 individuals
True.
who all have to think cohesively. and
Yeah,
that will
I
never
get that.
happen. So that's why. So if my objective is to get to the next point, you die, and you're thinking, "Fuck, everyone should go back." It's
That's military format.
yeah. The challenge. The challenge is
Never
you
leave a
have-
man behind.
You have to get the communication correct for it to work. Whether it's we're all pulling back as a team, yes, but then you've got to deal with
The light and darkness.
Then you
Yeah,
got
I get the
not,
whole
not
light.
even the light and darkness.
I know that it slows you
it's
down
the
and blah,
difference
blah,
of
blah, blah.
opinion. It's the difference of opinion that you also have to deal with. You know, so you then, as one person with the idea, have to convince 5 other guys that have got their own ideas that your idea is good, and they all have to say, "Okay, that's a great idea." Because if 3 people say that's a great idea, and 3 people say that's not a great idea, then it fucks up the whole thing.
You guys do too much deliberating, too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's part of what you have to do, though. You
True,
have to,
yeah.
You have to get 6
You
people.
got to plan something out, yeah.
You have to get 6 people all aligned to one objective.
Just play your games by yourself, and then you'll be alright.
Oh, it's no fun, is it?
It is fun.
It's no fun. Honestly, these 2 have done a bit of a raid, and they're hooked. We need to get you into a raid.
Good luck.
Why? Have you deleted it?
No, I haven't actually.
Yeah. So we need to get Ellie into
So
a
there
raid.
we go.
Just get Jev to get you through the boring stuff.
You're game sharing with Jev as well, aren't
He
you?
now knows what he's doing.
Are you not?
It's on my Xbox.
Yeah, but you're game sharing.
No.
You should.
Why are you not game sharing?
Because if he game shares, then
You have to buy 1 game rather than
2.
2. And actually, Jev has installed the latest,
That's where I was leading to.
which then means you should game share.
Hmm.
No, generally, it generally means you buy a game once.
Literally. How the...
Did you not know about game sharing?
I do know about game sharing.
So
Yeah.
why are you not doing it?
They want to do it.
Why?
I've got other stuff to play.
But that's fine. You can still play your other stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Jeff!
Why are you not?
What's
game
going on
sharing?
here?
Why are you 2 not game sharing?
What do you mean?
They want it.
You fucking rich bastards.
We do we?
Not Destiny, no.
No, what would you do that for?
No, like just game share in general.
In general, yeah, we do.
Oh.
Oh, that's
That's
fine
what
then.
we were...
So you've got access to the Destiny
The
that he's
annual
just
pass,
bought.
yeah.
Jev,
That's
get
where we're
Ellie
leading
through.
to.
Get Ellie through the stressful stuff. We will do a Vault of Glass raid with 5 people, and it's great. Honestly, it's great.
How's the reaction there was priceless. Nah, mate.
These are just the many
Fuck
faces
off,
of
mate.
Ellie.
Are they coming over tomorrow?
Oh, that's a separate thing.
Potentially,
Yeah.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
If you beat the first boss of Dark Souls, I'll do it. Then.
Ooh!
Whoa, buddy!
All right.
You lost the last bet, which said you were going to play Destiny.
Yeah, only
I
play
did.
it.
I did play it.
Dark Souls.
Don't
What,
move.
set and ready?
Don't move the
Just do
goalpost.
the first boss.
Easy, uneasy.
There's
I've
no
never-
difficulty.
I've never played a Souls game in my life.
Oh, you will tomorrow.
Welcome to real
All right,
gaming.
I- Lee,
Oh!
so
Oh.
Lee's taking this challenge.
The contract was signed.
Lee is taking this challenge, not me. If I'm
I would
coming,
like to
I'm
say
gonna turn up a little bit late.
The
You can
Hambletons have
still do it,
invited.
No, Lee,
I have
don't look
time.
at me.
I have time.
No,
You guys,
yeah.
you guys have signed this contract.
Be
the
as
Hambletons
late
have
as
signed.
Sign the contract, big boy.
Sign the contract.
So the Hambletons and the Little Johns sign a contract
Yeah,
with.
exactly.
So we're watching the. So for context, everyone, we're watching the USEC and Fury fight tomorrow.
Good fighting man.
Because combat sports are tight. As you may know from previous podcasts, obviously, because we watch them
Previous encounters of the third kind.
of the boxing kind. Yeah. So we're going to watch USEC Fury fight and the undercard, which means that during the undercard, Lee will have to be submitted to the Asylum Demon.
Shit.
Correct.
You can't help
Lee.
him though.
I will not say a word.
No, you actually can't help him.
No, I won't say a
Lee.
word.
No help. whatsoever.
Lee, first
not
thing
saying
tomorrow
it's
morning.
No help.
No.
Lee, YouTube videos.
No.
I got to do a little bit.
No.
No,
No.
don't.
All right, I'm
No.
going aimlessly.
Go in aimlessly. I
Okay,
did.
okay.
I did.
No.
Okay.
Avoid it.
Lee.
I promise.
I also did it as well.
We pick
so.
your promise,
Lee?
so I promise.
Unless she takes your router home tonight.
No, I won't. I promise.
Unless
It's
Jeff
very
cuts that
straightforward
cable.
to get to. You can't miss it.
Okay.
But
Promise.
you just got to beat it.
I promise.
How many?
And also, if you watch YouTube, we will know exactly if you watch YouTube because we know the.
I'll
YouTube
give
videos,
you
so.
3 attempts.
one for good luck.
That's without YouTube. That is. And,
Right.
we will know.
Right,
if
can
you
I have a few practice runs before the 3
Yeah.
attempts?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then the third one
At
will
least
be
find
us.
my path first.
Yeah. No, I'll let you do
It's
that.
quite obvious,
Okay.
but yeah.
Just in case.
I'll do that if Ellie completes 0 hour in 40 minutes. That's that mission that me and you did yesterday.
Wait, what?
I'll do the Souls challenge.
No,
if she
you
completes
fucked off.
0
Don't talk about
I know.
it. Me and
I
you
know,
did yesterday.
I'm
You
telling
fucked
Ellie
off.
needs to do
No,
that.
you never did it.
Do what?
This 0 hour mission in Destiny.
And how long?
I fucked.
It's got a 40-minute timer.
Okay.
I fucked up the. Here.
She said okay.
no.
Jeff, he's gonna do.
I
Souls.
enjoy speedrunning though, so if
And
it
that's
means
fine.
rushing a game,
Oh,
I'll
that
happily
is
do it.
fine.
No, you have to kill.
Oh no,
the shit.
no, that is fine. If you enjoy speedrunning, you're gonna die, but that's fine.
I've tried speedrunning. You can't. You can't.
You will die.
Challenge accepted.
Oh, I think she might even enjoy that mission.
She will
Because-
Wait, hang on, hang on, hang on.
No, it's also because it's like half jumping puzzle, half mission type. Yeah,
Right,
it's
when
quite
parkour.
after you get past the bug when you fucked off,
good. Yeah,
you get to the ship. Where the hell do you go
that's
after
the
that?
jumping puzzle. You
What-
then have to find your way, and you go up, and then over and then down.
This is easy.
There's a
I
bit.
spent like 10 minutes
Lee,
on there. I was like, "Fuck this shit!
Lee,
I'm
there's-
gone."
There's a bit where you have to like jump and then go round the corner to then be able to go up.
Where? Down by the ship or like?
I don't know
Up
what
high.
the ship is. Lee, I haven't played that mission in like years.
You kill the bug.
Yeah, you kill the
that you-
walker.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
then
don't
you
know
go
what that
through like,
And then you go through-
the tunnel
yeah.
or an air vent or whatever,
Yeah.
and then you drop through, and then you jump. Actually, in fact,
You have to pick the right hole to drop through, and I think it's like the one in the middle.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then you jump over to the gate door or something.
Yeah.
and then I was lost.
Yeah, but then I think you then it's where you like have to go to like the end,
Yeah,
and then there's like a door on the
no,
right or the left, one of them.
no.
We'll sort it out.
I was looking for all the Destiny cracks
generally,
impossible.
we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. It's fine. But that's like the jumping puzzle side of things.
I was so confused. I
Yeah.
sat there for
Why don't you
ages.
go
I was
to
like,
Capra? You wouldn't be
What
able to-
Sailor
one of
when
my
I need
mates,
them.
mate, one of my
Could you
mates who
imagine?
hadn't played that mission,
I did that with a dagger.
he
so
did
you're not
it,
gonna
got
do
to the
it.
boss.
I did Gollum with a spear.
He did the mission, got to the boss,
I mean, that's quite
and
impressive.
then
I didn't know about the stagger either.
he lost the boss fight the first time,
Yeah.
did it again, and completed the boss phase
Staff.
with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. And he did it solo.
Staff eye.
Fair play.
So it's doable.
Fair play.
Yeah, it's definitely doable.
All right.
But anyways,
It's doable,
back
apparently.
to the
I was lost, but it's doable.
So we've all caught up with what we're doing.
we don't know what Ellie's been doing.
Elle, what have you been doing this week? What, or more importantly, what game has our cat been doing this week? You played because we mentioned it earlier briefly.
Oh, it's a fabulous game.
So Ripley has made a game.
It's Little Kitty Big City.
Yeah,
It's great. You just
I nearly played it. I was
it's
saying
so
earlier.
chill. It's so
Yeah.
fun as well. It's really cute.
Jev mentioned it the other day.
I had
And-
different expectations for it. I thought it was going to be like Stray, and then it was the cartoon sort of side. I was like,
It's just a nice.
It
What's
is
it
good,
about?
it's
Tell
good,
me.
it's
Tell me. What's it about?
So you
Sell me.
basically are a little black cat that was napping in his
Ripper.
window.
Does the cat have to be black? No, I'm joking.
it's Ripley.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's Ripley, mate.
There was a joke in there.
It's a cat.
it's an old TV.
It can't just be a cat. It has to be black as well.
No, because Ripley's black.
So you're an ethnic cat.
No, she's Chinese.
So the cat is kipping in the windowsill,
It's like
Yeah.
that escalated.
and it accidentally slips out the window.
Oh,
Right?
oh
Yep.
Lee's black cat did that
4 times.
4 times.
4 times.
And
Twice out there, twice out
Bad
this way.
parenting.
it lands fine.
He literally evened it out. He
I
went
blame
two
the
that
parents.
way, two this way. Thank God he was little. Ooh.
So the whole game is basically getting back home.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
But there's like in between where you can like talk to little dogs and other
Can
cats.
Maya play it? Because
Yeah.
it sounds like something that Maya would be well into.
It's very simple in design.
Yeah.
But there's also
my cat as well.
the little
Yeah.
collectibles are like cat hats.
She's
It's super cute. So you
she's
can
been
put little
playing
hats.
Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol's tight. Yeah. It generally sounds like something that she'd be
You'll say
into.
Callie has been
Did we
watching
just-
me play it.
Yeah.
'Cause you
I
can-
did say. I did
Did we
ask
just
Jeff-
hear Paw Patrol?
Mate, Paw Patrol's great.
He's mentioned this about 3 podcasts ago.
Oh, Bluey. Bluey's amazing. Bluey's 4 players.
You played the Peppa Pig game.
I'm not. Yeah, I played the Peppa Pig game. Not too sold on the Peppa Pig game.
I've 100%ed it, mate.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Get good,
That's
mate.
like an
Get
hour
good.
and a half of my life
Yeah.
and never again. But you sat
Oh.
and watched me do it.
I actually
Play the Bluey game.
I've got it.
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet,
the
though.
Bluey games. Do you know what's even amazing? Play it with Jev because it's 4 player.
Is it?
Yeah, you can be Mum, Dad, Bluey, and Bingo.
That's cool.
Yeah, we did that. I've got 3 control. Well, I have got like 5 controllers. I don't know where 2 are.
Ah,
And me, Marley, and Maya were playing it, and it was like, this is amazing. It's great. I love Bluey.
Is there a Kendrick game where you just...
A BBL Drizzy.
No, but there will be.
should be, yeah.
Oh man.
Maybe Drizzy game.
Oh, talking about games of rappers, actually.
Papa the Rapper.
Any of you ever played? You probably haven't played this. Def Jam,
Which one?
the one that was on PS2, Vendetta.
I know of it, yeah.
God, it was amazing. You could play Snoop Dogg.
Everyone that
Mate,
tells me about
Snoop Dogg's caption was like, "My money's on me kicking your bitch ass all night long." It was great. It was amazing. Honestly, if there's whoever the fuck created Def Jam, please bring it back. It was amazing. And actually, you guys have PS2s, haven't you?
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go dig through my PS2 games. You can borrow my Def Jam game if I've still got it. It was amazing. Honestly, it was great. Even the storyline was great.
My PS2's not alright.
I know where my PS2
It was
is.
supposed to be here today.
I know, yeah, but that,
Yeah.
So there's mine that's out because I've been playing it quite a bit. I don't know where yours is. That's you probably.
I don't know where my controllers are. I know where my PS2 is.
I know where my bus
Where my
controllers are.
are.
I really want to get a shitload of like retro consoles, even if they're broken, just for like stack up here.
For display.
I've got
Yeah.
2 PlayStation 1, so you can have one if you
They're
want.
broken.
No, just get
Or
working
the
ones.
ones,
Working ones.
If they're working, they're
The
going
one
over
is
there.
questionably hacked, so that I can play the dodgy games.
Dodgy
Ooh.
games.
Dodgy
Ooh.
games are tight.
Those dodgy
Ooh.
old games.
And then I've got a normal one.
Oh,
For normal
Stucky
games.
used to.
I like a PlayStation.
Oh, here's a fun fact for you. Stucky used to. Oh, was it? Do you remember the old DS, the Nintendo DS?
Which
I
one?
never really used
The ones where they
DS.
used to crack them and they could like put all the games in a memory card.
I've still got
Yeah, you could do it on
Yeah,
there.
an R4 card.
Stucky did
Mate,
that for ages.
PSP.
Yeah,
Did it?
my mate used to do that.
Does he still do it?
Right, how small they used to be.
I don't know. I don't think. No, he doesn't do it anymore. But he sort of like he wasn't like
There's an
selling the
upgraded
games or anything. Is that a PS Vita? Lee?
It's a
Yeah.
R4 card, isn't it?
What's it like? I've really always wanted to try. I had the PSP Fat.
The what now?
the
The PSP Fat with the PH, the cool way. The original PSP.
The cool way.
That's
The
the
cool
original
way.
one.
Yeah, it's a fat PSP. They
Okay.
made like a slimmer one after that.
Oh yeah, the white version, wasn't it?
Yeah, PSP Lite.
Try-
I want to try the Vita.
You were looking at me like.
I know it was a flop though.
So that's the fat, is it? That's
Yeah.
I
really
used to
cool.
have one of those, and then it got robbed by my cousin.
the original
Oh,
fucking-
Lee.
That one's weird.
I don't know. I
See,
feel like I prefer that
yeah.
one's.
I like that one though.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's tiny discs, isn't it? Yeah.
MIDI disc.
Well,
Yeah.
Oh, was
yeah.
this just digital?
Japan.
thing, Lee?
Well,
It's
not
Japan.
midget discs.
No,
it's more.
MIDI.
Floppy
MIDI.
disk, really.
Medium.
No, that's what MIDI discs are, aren't they?
Was this Lee? Was this digital only?
I want to get another Game Boy Advance from Comic-Con.
Is this digital only?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
They are
Yes.
MIDI discs, aren't they?
Oh no.
MIDI.
Yes. Oh no. Oh, don't break it.
There was that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so SD card to like download your games. Something. Yeah, that was to transfer to your TV.
That is one console that I've always wanted to buy, but
Really?
yeah,
Get some games and we'll give it a go.
but then I
So this
don't
is
know
the
if
X's.
I don't know if I had. I remember. Do you remember the first game that came out on this, or the first like really good game?
GTA.
Oh, no, it's a UMD.
Gun.
Oh, what a game.
Gun. And I remember this came out when I first moved to the UK in 2005.
I was playing GTA Liberty Cities on this when I got it.
Man, that is so good. Oh, what game did I play it? Prince of Persia. That was a great game.
Yes.
They need to bring that back.
It's dead. It's dead.
Oh no, bring back Prince
I was
of Persia.
surprised Xbox never did something like this.
They're potentially releasing a similar to a Steam Deck, though, aren't they?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, the old Steam Deck.
I want a Steam Deck.
I want a Steam Deck.
Sweat dick.
It's too expensive though. I can't bring myself
It's
to pay that
console
amount of
money, isn't it, for handheld?
Yeah. I can't.
Still
And
got
also
it.
the problem with like the handhelds of
Steam Deck
today.
will be good for the pod as well, for fun sounds.
The problem with like I find with handhelds of today is like they're just too flat. It's like Marley Switch. I thought, oh, we got a Switch in the house and I'm going to be interested in it. And he's got like an all singing and dancing limited edition. Is it Splatoon? He's got like a Splatoon.
Oh yeah, the Splatoon game. Yeah.
No, he hasn't got the game. He's got the
Oh.
Splatoon console.
I thought it was a game.
Splatoon is a game,
Yeah,
but they
yeah.
released an OLED. What is it? What's the console?
Edition of the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they released
Edition of the
the console.
console, yeah.
But it's like proper. It's like an extra like £100 because it's OLED screen and all that
Right.
and stuff. But I'm not interested in the slightest.
No, I've never been interested.
I don't know
in it.
why. I'm just not interested in the Switch.
Yeah.
I think if you're not into handheld games, you're just not into them.
Yeah, but it annoys me because I was really into my PSP.
But
I had 3 of them.
yeah,
In fact,
but
I
I
was-
was really into Game Boy.
Game Boy,
Game
yeah.
Boy Colors,
Mm.
and
I had
same
a
age.
Game Boy.
But like, legit, I don't want. I like looking back at like Pokemon games stuff like that. But I had GTA 3.
Hmm.
Was it 3 or 2? Anyway, I had a GTA game on fucking Game Boy Color, but I just don't. It doesn't.
It would have been GTA 1.
Super Mario Brothers on Game Boy Color.
It was,
Where's
no,
that?
it was it was vertical. But it was
I was a
number.
fan
It was
of
a
Super
numbered
Mario
one.
Brothers.
It's weird. It might be
Mm.
3. It was weird. It was weird. It had taxis on the cover. That's why I think
Yeah.
it's 3.
Fancy
There was,
taxes.
it was fun times, and this one I'm like, I wouldn't mind having a Steam Deck just because ease of like
Personally, I think Steam Deck's a good choice because it's not like your standard like handheld console. Like we had them games and it was like, oh, this is the game
you're
have.
limited to. Yeah.
Whereas now it's like Steam, because it's Steam. You can be like, oh, I'll play, I don't know,
whatever
DayZ or something like that. I know it wouldn't look as good as on.
I don't know.
It'll look
PC.
it'll look
look-
better.
I've played Village on it.
don't I'll
No,
buy it.
it
I'll
will
buy
look
one.
better.
I'm gonna know what you're on about.
It will look better because you've got like a smaller screen, so like your pixels are like compressed, so it will always look better on a smaller screen.
So the engineer at work brought his in, and he had Resident Evil Village, and he let me have
Yeah.
a go, and I was like, oh,
God,
so
they're like £350, man.
I'm willing to pay it.
That's still only half the console, isn't it?
I've spent a fortune on
Not
consoles. I ain't
really.
fucking
Like
scared.
what? Your digital 1440p Series S is £150.
Yeah, we
Or
don't.
two- or
we don't-
250,
We don't buy
don't you?
digital ones though. We buy
No,
this.
we don't buy them
No.
either. Yeah.
No.
If.
Mm.
Brother,
I probably would.
brother,
brother,
yeah, that's what that one is.
That's what it is, cuz. What is it, brother?
And then, like,
Come on,
also,
brother.
like 1440p is such a weird resolution. It's such an odd.
I probably was weird. is,
Mid-road.
Like, currently, with my current internet, and you probably just the same as you. If you had that current internet, Mr. Internet, you probably would get the discless version, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't
Would
because
you not?
no, you wouldn't because the full fat Series X
Big memory, yeah.
is not even memory. It's the resolution. It's 4K, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's 4K gaming, whereas the Series S is
full fat milk gaming.
The Series S is more of it's a green top.
Entry.
Yeah,
Entry.
It's more. It's capped at
144p.
Yeah. So, and fortunately, I've got a 4K.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, unfortunately.
Is it HUD? Or
4K
TV, mate. Yeah.
And how much internet do you get now?
Whatever gaming, mate.
What internet do you get, mate? Now, what's your megabytes per second, mate?
Oh, mate, we went up to 1.2 earlier.
Fuck.
Oh,
It did
generally
It didn't do that to you.
on the Wi-Fi as well.
On the Wi-Fi?
Yeah. I was in a meeting in work and some guy's like, "Oh, I can't really hear you. It must be your internet." I said, "It's not my fucking internet." Straight away, I was like, fuss.com. I was like, "It's definitely not my internet, mate."
You're like, are you poor?
I was like, if you're having connection problems, I got.
It's 99 problems, but it ain't me.
I got 99 problems with the internet, ain't one, mate.
That's pretty funny.
If you're having connection problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, internet ain't one. That was me, mate. Oh my god, having super fast internet is amazing. I'm honestly...
I'm gonna just...
Jeff,
I thought mine was fast.
Jeff, I'm just downloading games for the fun of it. I'm just going,
Yeah.
do you know what? I want to try this game.
We did this as well when we first got
It's
mine.
great.
Did we not? Because mine was hitting
You
two.
did.
Mine was no, because we got Baldur's Gate. And it's doing
Like-
200 megabytes per second.
I'm getting seamless cloud gaming. So like now, it's like, oh, what's this game? Let's cloud stream it,
That's
and it's
weird.
seamless.
That's weird.
It's great. Before now,
No
you'd get
seams.
like the weird lines and the, you know. Now I'm just like,
No
this is
seams.
great.
I don't know if you fancy doing another coffee or not.
But you've made one.
I made one, haven't I?
A
Thanks.
refill.
Are you flirting with me or something?
You're slacking, mate.
I'm not in my house.
So now that we've concluded what Ellie's been playing, do we have Gavin's bag?
What did I miss?
Ooh.
There is no gas bar this week, unfortunately. We'll blame this entirely on Nathan.
Yeah, was
Yeah.
it Nathan's responsibility this week to do Gavin's bag?
Yes,